Can't tell if we're dreaming now. We watch as the fire falls down. One thing playing on our minds. Time stops and we don't make a sound. You crave the love I gave, and we'll do it again. A cold night getting warmer now. The ground shakes as our love gets loud. I'm ready to love. We're the champions of the night. I'm ready to falling on the ground. Long day, but we won't back down. One thing playing on our minds. Long wait, but we won't give up now. You crave the love I gave, and we'll do it again. A cold night getting warmer now. The shakes as our love gets loud. We are the champions of the night. We are the champions of the night. Yeah. We are the fighting type, the ones that burn so bright. We are the champions of the night. Can't tell if we're dreaming now. We watch as the fire falls down. One thing playing on our minds. Time stops and we don't make a sound. You crave the love I gave, and we'll do it again. A cold night getting warmer now. The ground shakes as our love gets loud. I'm ready to love. We're the champions of the night. I'm ready to champions of the night.
Turn around 3 times. Start shooting.
Exclusive black equalizer brightens dark scenes without overexposing bright areas. Use the S switch to quickly access the setting and switch between save modes. Personalize the way you see everything, and then conquer. Exclusive black equalizer brightens dark scenes without overexposing bright areas. Use the S switch to quickly access the setting and switch between save modes. Adjust the angle effortlessly for maximum comfort.
Turn around 3 times. Start shooting.
Exclusive black equalizer brightens dark scenes without overexposing bright areas. Use the S switch to quickly access the setting and switch between save modes.
Oh no! Punch! Oh, crap!
Personalize the way you see everything, and then conquer. Exclusive black equalizer brightens dark scenes without overexposing bright areas. Use the S switch to quickly access the setting and switch between save modes. Adjust the angle effortlessly for maximum comfort.
good evening everybody. Welcome to another edition of the live stream of the ESL India Premiership 2017. Now, this has been quite a fun journey so far because considering this time around we have 3 awesome seasons, summer, fall and winter happening, and each season has multiple phases of registration wherein you can participate in case if you missed out on any particular phase. Now the grand finale of the summer season is going to be held in Mumbai later on. But right now, since we're continuing with the online games, and we're going to stream to you every day as promised from the day one, that at 6:30 p.m. IST, we are going to showcase you the best of the games with the best of the teams involved. So let's quickly look into yesterday's results. Alright, so looking into yesterday's results, talking about Clash Royale, we had a game between Mridmoy Lakar and Tahir Shariff. If anybody from among you guys who's watching us on the ESL India Facebook page and the YouTube gaming page of ESL India, they would have witnessed this match. This total decimation at the hands of Mridmoy Lakar towards Tahir Shariff. 3-0 the final score line, making Mridmoy the winner. Also, apart from that, we had an off-stream match happening between Hasib Nasir and Rishik Ramana, which ended in Hasib's favor. 3-0 the score line again. Moving on, we had a game between Entity Esports and Foam Medical, a team from Nepal, and the scoreline went all the way, including utter decimation towards Entity Esports' favor. We had another game off stream between Stand-In 5 and Aggressive 5, in which Aggressive 5 took home the glory and the win. Moving on, the final game for the day yesterday, we had Team Brutality versus Risky Gaming. Also, we had the continuation of Team Semperex versus Risky Gaming, which was a continuation of the game from day before yesterday because we had some server errors. So Risky Gaming has prevailed in both of these games, and so far they remain the only team in the Season 2 of the ESL India Premiership 2017 to remain unbeaten in Counter-Strike Global Offensive so far. Also, we had a match between Dead Dream versus Trademark Gaming, a throwback of sorts, like I said yesterday, where Trademark Gaming upturned D2D and dashed any hopes of their victory. Now, taking a look at the leaderboard so far for Clash Royale. Alright, as you can see, Mridmoy Lakar stands on the top of the table with 15 points, 6 matches played, 5 wins, 1 loss so far. And following him closely behind, Hasib Iqbal Nasir, which with 5 matches in his kitty, 15 points and 5 matches, all of them won by him, not even a single loss. I think Hasib is pulling off a leaf from Risky Gaming's textbook there, because as you can see, there has been not even a single loss registered in his favor. Moving on, we have Vikram Asopa on the 3rd position with 9 points in his kitty, 5 matches played, 3 wins and 2 losses in his favor. So that puts him in direct contention of the fact that if he wins the other 2 matches, maybe he can catch up. So apart from that, we have Tahir Devil's Twin Shariff on the 4th position with 9 points, 5 matches played, and literally exactly the same wins, 3 matches won and 2 matches lost in his name, which means Tahir may be also a good candidate to topple over Vikram Asopa and take over the 3rd position if he wins his consecutive matches. Moving on towards the Challenger League of Clash Royale, we have Jimit Bhatt, who has played all his 7 matches and stands on top of the table with 21 points, all 7 matches recorded as wins, followed closely by Arpan Christian with 18 points, 7 matches in total played, 6 matches won, and 1 loss registered against him. In the 3rd position, we have Jatin JB Bagoria with 6 points, 4 matches played so far, in which 2 are wins and 2 are losses, followed closely by Ruben Dicunia with 6 points, 4 matches played. Again, the same story, 2 wins, 2 losses. Now, the best thing is we have a lot of interesting matches today, which, as you can see on the screen right now, we're starting at 6:30, which is right about now. We're starting with the Clash Royale match getting streamed to you between Dipakk Mehta and Tahir Shariff, Devil's Twin. Also alongside that, we're going to have a match off stream between Prashant PP Pandey and Risk Ramena. Now, these two matches are going to be pretty interesting, and we're going to showcase you the Dipakk Mehta versus Devil's Twin Tahir Shariff match, because because Tahir Shariff has again proved himself to be an amazing PvP player, and so he claims. Apart from that, later on we have a Dota 2 match between Dota Council versus Aggressive 5 happening, whereas off stream we have Kuroko no Doto versus Team XRG. Also later on in the day we have Counter-Strike happening, which is Dare to Dream versus Entity Esports. Trust me, this is a match where shots get fired literally from both ends. If you guys would have witnessed the IGS or the previous challenger, each time where Dare to Dream has faced off against Entity Esports, you know how Hellranger reacts. So we can all very well imagine what's happening in their boot camp back in Mumbai. Also, we have a match happening off stream between Team Brutality and Team Wolf. Amitarasu and Gang are going to face off against Venom and Peeps. Okay, so now about the upcoming Clash Royale match. Alright, so we have a match between Tahir Devil's twin Shariff and his opponent here, who is also, again, a very interesting player. As you can see, Dipakk Mehta is from Chennai. He's a BBS student. He's participated in the Challenger 2 of the Clash Royale event of ESL India Premiership last year. He took off on a sabbatical after the ESL event in Bangalore, again last year. And this time around, he's returning to the game with the aim of becoming the best, which basically means that, according to him, he is the guy who claims, or at least he thinks, that he is going to win against Mrinmoy Lakar and Hasib Nazir, because these two are the most strongest opponents he will have to face so far. Also, apart from that, we have he's currently placed 4th in the ESL India Premiership 2017, which makes him an ideal candidate to be facing off against Tahir Devil's twin Shariff, who is from Bangalore, again a final year BBA student, which I need to remind you guys again and again that maybe there's some underlying course when it comes to BBA, because I don't know how every single BBA student ends up playing Clash Royale. I mean, I never saw that happening. Also, we have Tahir Shariff is one of the 2 top players at the Challenger 2 Clash Royale event of the ESL Premiership, ESL India Premiership last year, and he's ranked 5th in the ESL India Premiership 2017 Clash Royale Master League with 9 points against his name. And these two guys are going to face off against each other in the first stream match of this edition of the ESL India Premiership 2017, brought to you by Omen by HP, Zawi by BenQ, HyperX, and organized by Northern Gaming. For those who are wondering who I am, I'm Vagish Godslebhan. I'm the guy who will be taking you through these games as and when they keep on happening one by one. In case you guys are wondering how to become a part of the ESL India Premiership 2017, simple as it is. The phase 1's done, practically done, because we're getting through with it. We're more than halfway across, but the phase 2 registrations are open right now. The link should be on the screen. All you got to do is follow the link and go onto the page it takes you, register for the games you want to participate in. Also, for those wondering how the current scenario of the ESL India Premiership 2017 runs, well, like I said earlier, we have 3 seasons with multiple phases. Right now, we're going through the summer season, and each season has 3 consecutive leagues happening. We have a Starter League, we have a Challenger League, and then we have a Masters League. We stream to you the Masters League matches involving some of the best teams in the country or outside. Also, because of the fact that a lot of these teams come here by invite. You will be registering for the Starter League, and there are simultaneous matches happening in the Challenger League as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, hook onto your seats, because this game of Clash Royale between Tahir and Mehudi is just about to begin. And taking us through this game are our amazing 2 casters, Gautam Virkaholic Virk and Manoj Super Gola, joining us. Stay tuned, don't go anywhere.
Cold light falling on the ground. Long day, but we won't back down. One thing playing on our minds. Long wait, but we won't give up now. You crave the love I gave, and we'll do it again. A cold night getting warmer now. The ground shakes as our love gets loud. We are the champions of the night. We are the champions of the night. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm back, and my name is Gautam Virk, and with me is
Manoj Super Gola.
yes, it's Workaholic and Gola together. Super together.
Remember me! Remember.
Okay, the game has also stopped for us.
No, the game hasn't stopped. The players are just waiting. Who's gonna play the first
No,
card?
they've stopped for us to finish our introduction.
So yeah, again, I want to remind the people who are watching that this is a best of 5. And
Mehudi is in the blue, and Devil's Twin Tahir. Tahir is his name, right? Is on the red tower.
so far it's a mirror match. Seriously, come on, guys, get some new cards in there.
We've been seeing a lot of these cards in the last few times that we have casted, but it's still exciting to see these top tier players playing and looking it out. And we get to see a lot of strategies, and actually forget a lot of strategies. We've been seeing the minor poison combo for the last 7 days, it seems.
Yeah, it's either golem or minor poison with the bowler. It's the same.
And
cards.
the lightning, of course.
Course.
So bowler lightning combo is there, which is slowly. So the point of both of these players here is to slowly chip away at the opponent's tower.
Like cancer.
Yes, they're literally spreading cancer, and it takes them about 3 minutes to do so. So we always go into this overtime. Eventually, one of the tower gives up because it's getting hit by poison or lightning.
And it just gives up on life and says no more chemotherapy.
Imagine being that tower, it is constantly being hit. But here you go. Now we have a giant immediately
Okay,
distracted.
that's new. I think that's the first Tesla seen in the tournament.
Yes, immediately surrounded by the skeletons and being put away there. Tesla Tower now goes back into hiding, and Electrovisit, he actually makes his life very difficult because it doesn't let him throw the rocks that he wants to. He's getting interrupted. But quite a big push here from Devil's Twin now. Another distraction, but the Electrovisit is there to taking it down, but immediately a knight being put down to take them away, and he should take. Oh, he's
Not even one shot on.
the lightning is still there, guys, but he's not used it. And he's keeping
Okay,
holding
so
on to it.
this right now is a really good chance to do lightning. Get the tower, get the Electrovisit and the bowler, or all 3 characters at once. Again, really good chance for some lightning, but he just doesn't have enough.
Alexa, is he gonna drop lightning now to clear that out?
I'm just guessing his 8th card is lightning because
Doesn't lightning strike 3 people? Then why didn't he use it earlier? He had the mana for it. He could have used it.
no. So I'm just guessing that his card that he hasn't revealed yet is lightning.
Oh, I'm talking about that. Sorry. But good game being called out. Look at the damage.
3 seconds of overtime, and that's how he wins. It always ends the same way, man. I'm starting.
It's something that's the meta right now.
That's the bet.
If we had to talk about meta, that's meta right now. Slowly chip away at the towers, use poison, use lightning, have the constant aggression there, have tanky units going in, and wave clears like logs. And
Logs.
and if they even
Zap.
put down an inferno, the lightning is going to clear that.
The lightning just kills everything, man. Funnily enough, so if you think about it logically, right?
Yeah,
Lightning is supposed to help the Electrovisit.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
he should get like double damage.
No. After power overwhelm,
Yeah.
it become a big ass Archon.
Yeah, that would be quite interesting.
So while the players are getting ready for their next match,
Do you think we're going to see a lot of changes in the decks?
no,
All right.
I have lost all hope.
Anyway, so this next match will be talking more about in-game instead of the meta itself. So let's get into this next game, which is going live right about now.
Let's go, Devil's Twin.
No, Devils
Lose.
It's a losing, or you put flower petals there to make him lose.
Yeah, I mean, everybody who I cheered for so far in the past games has lost.
Slight changes in the deck.
Oh, a bandit, finally.
Immediately distracted by the skeleton, will not be able to get more things done. Counter push coming out by Mehudi. He's going pushing in, drops down the tank. Good positioning here. Tank should. Oh no! Immediately surrounded. Immediately surrounded by a lot of units actually there. Miner comes out. No follow-up poison there.
Oh, a ram. Okay, so I love the Devil's Twin.
Ram is gonna connect. Yes, it does connect. Immediately surrounded by the skeletons to take away the barbarians there. But the ram connected. That's a lot of damage. 2,000 health left there. Off to a good start, Devil's Twin.
So I gotta give props to Devil's Twin right here. Like he's used the Ram, one of my favorite cards, as well as the Bandit, a really tough card to use in a deck.
Yeah. And we still have 2 cards to be revealed on both sides.
I think we know what those 2 cards are on Mehudi's side.
Mehudi is probably poison.
Oh man.
And a strong push coming in, with Giant followed by Electro Visit. And then we did quite a far away. It's a 3-4 drop of the Tesla tower, and immediately a lot of things going on. Poison also doing a lot of damage here. Whose poison was that?
Oh, that was Devil's Twin's poison.
Okay, just confirm. It looked like he was not touching the tower quite yet. And as you can see, the boulder is having a lot of trouble with the Electro Visit. But counter push coming in. Last card still to be revealed. Is it poison?
It's probably poison.
A lot of flying units coming in, clearing out both of those units, and a counter push coming in. Immediately, distraction being dropped down, and this Giant is not going to be able to accomplish much there.
Well, he did manage to protect that one single skeleton for quite a while.
The skeleton is actually going ham on the tower. Oh, is it going to connect?
It did.
It did connect. Look at the damage, and look at the health on the tower. Is there any health left? Mehudi looks like he's in a lot of trouble here.
So I guess Devil's Twin's game is going to speed up a bit because this deck works really well in double elixir time.
Yeah, and no miner being dropped down. And Devil's Twin in a lot of trouble. He does not have a lot of elixir left either.
Look at that Bandit. She's just
And
doing so much
is
work.
that gonna connect? Yes, and Poison also dropped down. He's able to stop the push, but the bandits come out. They are angry.
They're gonna get the
And
tower.
the Giant is angry also. He takes the tower. 20 seconds left. I don't think Mehudi will be able to close this game. And
There's nothing in Mehudi's deck that allows him to push within 30 seconds and get towers.
a good game being called out. 10 seconds left on the clock. We already know the result. Mehudi has lost another game. It's 2-1 in favor of Devil's Twin. Now trying to do a counter push on the other side, but completely hopeless. Not enough. And thumbs up coming in.
Some good manners from Devil Twin, not gloating about his victory at all.
Yes, so that's quite interesting score now. 2-0.
Okay. So while the players are hopefully changing their decks again for the third match, I'd like to mention our best buddies in the entire world.
And who are?
Omen by HP, the ones who are making this ESL India Premiership possible, right?
Yes, they are. And let's not forget about HyperX and Zoe by BenQ. They've been great support to us also. And all this being organized by Nordwing Gaming.
That's us. So guys, just like, share and subscribe on our Facebook, on our YouTube, on all our social channels. Get us as much exposure as you can, because that would really help us bring more of this wonderful content to you guys.
Let's wait for the next match to begin anytime now. And do you think it's going to be a 3-0 today? That seems to be the flavor, but...
Yeah, see, I hope it's not going to be 3-0.
Devil's Twin been very strong with his...
Yeah, he is the one guy who's undefeated in the Masters so far. Right?
No, that's Haseeb.
Oh, right.
Devil's Twin has lost matches. Haseeb being on number 1.
Haseeb is Devil's Twin.
Twin.
Oh, yeah. Yes, sorry, my bad.
Anyways, game is back on. I might as well pull the stats in front of us if possible. But game's on.
Okay, look, Mehudi's used a elixir character now. That's new.
If you have a fireball or a missile right now, one of the best things you can do is destroy that elixir collector almost immediately. It's always going to be positive elixir trade. But apparently so far nothing to do with that elixir generator has been fine. But
see, I'm guessing the only spell Devil's Twin has is Tornado and maybe a poison. That's why he's not using it.
It's nice to see he's changed his deck a bit also. He's added poison. Nice distraction there for the baby dragon, but still managed to take one hit off the tower. So well played coming out by Devil's Twin.
2 elixir characters on the board for
Wow,
Mehudi.
now the tears also flowing out. Devil's Twin actually doesn't have anything to clear that. Doesn't have, and he's under pressure because
Oh, a golem. So this is a very, very, very...
yes. Look at that. And what's he gonna follow it up with? Who's the support?
So an electro...
And look at that full
Yeah,
Electro Visit, Baby Dragon, nicely spread out also. Is he gonna bring them in together? Yes, remember, there's 2 flying units.
Oh, that lightning.
Was not able to kill the baby dragon, but took out the wizard. But the golem has made it to the tower. He's taking hits on the tower right now. He's playing boxing with that tower right now. And the baby dragon trying to split him into 2. Nice tornado there. That was a good tornado. That AoE damage from the baby dragon cleared out the flying units and the on-ground units. But look at that damage. 1400 health is what is left with Devil's Twin. And look, another elixir collector being put down. Maybe he's being very confident. Look, he should put down the rock golem, right? Yes, he does immediately. But I said it. He had full elixir. And another push coming in. He has to take out the electro wizard in the back.
Oh, and he does lightning, my boy, lightning.
Yes. And this tower is in a lot of trouble. Devil's Twin is in a lot of trouble.
The tower's going down.
There's a good chance that we'll be seeing.
The tower is definitely going down. Mehdi has a lightning.
Yes, he does have a lightning. He has a lot of elixir also collected. Is he gonna put down another golem? Does he have? Ooh, lightning not hitting the tower. That was good. Tower still in good health.
So lightning has a high priority target, right? It hits whatever unit is the biggest HP.
Yeah.
And then if there are no more units, then it hits the
And Devil's Twin actually calling good game. And he knows the lightning strike is coming any second. There
we go.
Any second was now.
Literally 1 second after you said any second.
Yes. And congratulations, Mehdi, now taking 1 game off.
2-1, yes, game 4 for the first time.
No, actually, we've gone into game.
Oh, right, Renmoy has gone
Game 4, and this is quite an exciting area for us to be in. To be in game 4 for a best of 5.
This is some uncharted waters right here.
Yes, we actually might not know what to say anymore.
Oh, we might be running out of things to talk about. Quick, Gautam, open the bullshit machine.
Oh, wait. Oh, no. But anyways, Mrin, sorry, not Mrin. Mehdi actually playing very well there. And
so this is the kind of action I'm looking for, guys. For the rest of you in the Masters League, for those of you in the Challenger League, those of you in the Star League, this is the kind of action that we want. We want upset downs. We want deck changes in the middle of a match.
Yeah, not in the middle of a match. I mean, like between the 2 matches.
Really? Come on.
Just making sure. Score is 2-1 in favor of Devil's Twin. He's still leading. He has to only win a single game, remember. Whereas Mehdi now actually has to win 2 games in a row.
So Mehdi just misclicked and started a clan battle instead of a friendly battle.
Yeah.
Fortunately, his opponent did not
You
accept.
can understand the pressure these guys are under. My hands are trembling.
Just watching.
Yes, just watching the game. Or maybe I have Parkinson's. I don't know.
Oh, I think ALS is the new fad.
Is it? Okay. All right. This is game 4. Score right now 2-1 in favor of Devil's Twin. Yet to reveal any cards. These guys are just measuring each other, from a distance.
It's 20 seconds into the game. The first card has been played, which is a Hog coming from Devil's Twin.
Is this the best defense for Hog right now? He did finally put on it, but why unnecessarily take a few hits? Maybe he did not start with a good.
No, not necessarily, right?
Why is it revealing of? Did he throw that also?
Yeah.
I'm blind.
So it's just a trade-off, right? He traded.
There you go. We'll take few more hits due to the. But look at that!
A rocket.
What?
So
He's so confident right now that he.
No, he saw the elixir characters last game, right? So he just put in a rocket to counter it.
Oh wow! Okay, I didn't see that either. I have gone blind now, guys.
So I don't understand why he didn't hit. That's a little confusing.
The AoE on the missile is quite small, actually. Telling you the truth.
Yeah, but can't you? It was right beside the tower. He could.
I completely missed that. I'm sorry, guys. But back to action. And a goblin bet. Does he have a clear answer to it? He does have the.
Oh, okay. So Devil's Twin is basically playing defend and kill the other person with the rockets.
No, not really. But again, as I said, as long as you keep dropping rockets on top, and this is going to be a little tough target, but he should be able to take it down without hitting the King Tower, which he will not. Yes, he's smart enough to do that. A nice clear there. Again, as I said in last, always worth it to take down the elixir. Remember, it gives your gain back over time, and if you take it out immediately, it's a good trade. It's always going to be a positive trade. Now, Mehdi in a lot of trouble. Does he have the log to clear this out? No, he doesn't. Taking a lot of damage. This is sad.
He used the golem just followed by a baby dragon. He just didn't have the elixir.
Yeah.
And okay,
Devilsman is actually ready for everything now. He's changed his deck accordingly. He knows a lot of elixir goes into putting down the golem, so he immediately counter pushes, has the lock to clear out any units in the back. And Mehdi in a lot of trouble, barely has any health left. And look at that, it's all clear.
Oh, that Hog Rider is gonna get
And
one.
there's nothing. There's absolutely nothing to stop. He should be able to take a swing.
Oh, that is so close. Okay, now he's dead. Now he's dead.
Now he's definitely dead. Yeah. 9 seconds on the clock. Good thing being called by Devil's Twin. He's won this game. It's 3-1 in favor of Devil's Twin. And there's nothing that can magically happen anymore. And he read Mehdi's deck and he expected him. And he countered it. He had the laser tower. He had the missile for his...
for the tower rocket.
Yes, he had the rocket to counter the elixir collector. He even had a Hog Rider to counter push him, or even same lane push it, because he knows the amount of money it's going to take for him to drop down that rock golem. And it was perfectly executed. And I think the only reason Mehdi actually lost this game is because of the fact that he used the same deck twice. He should not have done it. He should have expected Tahir Devil's Twin to counter it.
So
and that's exactly what he did.
That's exactly what he did, and that's why he's. That's why I'm rooting. I'm gonna root for Devil's Twin from now on. Like, he's the one who's actually changing his deck to counter other people.
Yes.
He's the one who plays like I play. But in a much better fashion.
I'm actually gonna pull up the stats here. I know the website will not be updated almost immediately, but we'll get a good overview on how the players are doing Clash Royale. And if you just go to our website, which is pro.eslgaming.com/India, you'll be able to access these stats to see how these players are stacking up against their opponents. And I'm looking at the stats right now, and you can see Tahir Devil's Twin has played 9 games, and he's played 5 games, and the current score is 3-2.
3 wins and 2 losses.
And now because of this game, he's at 4 wins. 4-2 is his current stand, and Mehdi, who was actually right behind him, and he's going to be further left behind. So Tahir Devil's Twin was at the number 4.
No, not necessarily. He'll still be above Prashant because Prashant has 2 wins and 4 losses.
Yeah, and he has played 6 games. So this was the fight between a 4th position and a 5th position in our Masters League. It was a great fight we got to see. Other people in this Masters League were struggling. For example, Risk, he's not managed to win a single game so far. Out of the 5 games he's played, everyone has kind of destroyed him so far. But he still has few games left. Remember, if you're at the bottom 2 of the standings, you go into a relegation match with the Challenger League. So that's the second league that runs, which is like the Tier 2 league. So the top 2 players from Challenger come into Masters, and then they play it out. It's a little complicated. I wouldn't want to get into it much. But I think this is the part where we kind of hand it off for Dota 2 to start. And
so guys, stay tuned. We're going to have some very exciting CSGO and Dota 2 action coming up right after this.
Yeah.
But for now, we're going to hand it over back to our host, Vagish Godslayer Bhan. Take it away.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, back again with the action on the ESL India Premiership 2017 live stream. Either ways, you guys are watching it either on FB, the FB channel of ESL India, or the YouTube gaming channel of ESL India. Also, just in case, guys, if you want to write to us, please feel free to do so. Our Twitter handle is @ESL_India. You can tweet out to us, and we would love and like to respond back to you. The same can happen on FB. You can comment on to the live stream which is happening there, and we would be responding there. And the same, we have a live chat on YouTube because we're live streaming this. So going on, people, moving on. Now let's go into the second game of the day. Dota 2 5v5 MOBA, immensely popular. Everybody loves it. People are getting hooked onto it like never before. I remember back when I started, it was still Dota 1. And I don't even know whether it was called Dota 1 or something. It was just Dota at that time. But a lot of changes occurred over the course of time. We've got Dota 2. We've got so many new fancy teams, players, MMRs. Back in our day, MMRs didn't even matter. We just used to like play with each other. Today it's become very competitive, which is predominantly better. It's improving the esports scene in the country. Which brings us to the leaderboard of Dota 2 so far. So let's take a look at that. Alright, looking at the leaderboard of Dota 2, let's take a look at the Masters League happening right now. We have Entity Esports leading the pack with 5 games played, all 5 of them won, and they have 15 points in the kitty. Now, 3 cheers for Divine Ascension from Nepal are following closely behind, just with the deficit of 3 points from 15. 12 points is what their score stands after the 5 matches they've played. They've lost 1 match, but they've secured a win in the other 4. Also following 3 cheers for Divine Ascension on the 3rd position, we have Aggressive 5 again with 12 points. Now they are 1 match short, okay, but that also means that we have 1 match coming up against DC and Aggressive 5 later on the day, which also reminds me to tell you that these guys, Aggressive 5 has played 4 games so far, and all 4 of them have been won by them. They are literally pulling off an Entity Esports just a couple of matches behind, rather 1 match behind in that particular instance. Now Stand-in 5 stands at the 4th position. They have 12 points. 6 matches is what they have played. They have registered 2 losses in their name against the 4 wins they've had already so far. Now let's quickly take a look at the Challenger Series, the Challenger League, while we're at it. Taking a look at the Challenger League of Dota 2, we have White Unicorn with 12 points, 4 matches played, all 4 of them as registered wins, and they are closely followed by Go Figure, 2nd position, 12 points, 4 matches played, and then after that they have 4 wins on top of that. Now, Team Relax is the team to look out for because they've played 6 matches, they've got 12 points, and they've registered 4 games, the 4 matches as wins, whereas the 2 games are losses there. Now, Buridza is on the 4th position. They've played the entire quota of 7 matches. They've got 12 points in their kitty with 3 losses. And apart from that, they have 4 wins registered in their name. Now moving on to the game of Dota 2, which is happening today, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody watching us on the live stream, we have 2 amazing teams. We have a team all the way from Bangladesh, the Council, Dota. Now, I've had the opportunity to meet Deaths and the gang back in Masters 2016 and Challenger 2. They suffered defeat in the Masters 2016. They came in 3rd, but they also happened to be the winners of the Challenger 2 held last year in Bengaluru. Now, which also brings us to the point that they'll be facing off against Aggressive 5, a Mumbai-based team which features many prolific names in Indian Dota 2 scene such as Dwanit Negi Negi, Prasad Battusai Nalavde, Shahbaz Pinkman Hussain. Now, Pasol leads this team, and they also boast of Pedal Hoto Paddling Nagi, one of the few Indian players to feature on the global Dota 2 leaderboards. Now, the team is quite a dark horse in the ESL India Premiership 2017 Dota 2 Master League, and it happens to be the only other team than Entity Esports to be unbeaten so far, just like I said. And now, this team currently holds the 2nd place in the rankings, trailing Entity Esports by 3 points and 1 game in hand. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be the match which is going to change a lot of things between these 2 teams, because the council from Bangladesh is all set to ensure that they carry on the win they had in the last game they played, because they won the last game in Dota 2. They really do want to take that win forward and make their presence felt in the ESL India Premiership 2017, whereas Aggressive 5, just like the name said, they're going to be aggressive, all 5 of them. I know Pasol and team to be so in the Dota 2 map also. So guys, Hold on to your seats. This is going to be one joyride here happening at the ESL India Premiership 2017, brought to you by Omen by HP, Zowie by BenQ, HyperX, and organized by Notwin Gaming. This is Dota 2 happening. We're going to be joined by two amazing casters. We have Vivek, Venkatraman, and probably Booth Girl to joining us. So don't go anywhere. Stick around. We'll be back again soon with Dota 2.
Cold light falling on the ground. Long day, but we won't back down. One thing playing on our minds. Long wait, but we won't give up now. You crave the love I gave, and we'll do it again. A cold night.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome back for the ESL India Premiership. It is Aggressive 5 taking on the Council. Possibly the second best team on the circuit, Aggressive 5, going up against the Council, a team that placed third at the Masters League. For those of you wondering who I am, I'm CloudX, and with me I've got your everyday caster Vivek joining in. We're from AFG Gaming. Vivek, your thoughts, man? Do you think Council is going to pull out a Chen or a Skyrat Mage here?
I mean, anything is expected after seeing Wagish in that purple shirt of his. But yeah, Council, they have got...
Looking sharp though, man.
Yeah, Wagish looking sharp. Doing a small little brinjal cosplay for us. Or aubergine, depending on which part of the world you come from. But Council, they are fifth on the table. Funnily, just behind Stand and 5, who are at fourth position. Aggressive 5, they're 3 with...
Well, they're just 3 by themselves. 4-0 is their score. They've actually won every game they played. And, well, I see no reason for them to stop now. They are up against Council, a team that has lost to many other teams. I believe that Aggressive 5 has taken down in this tournament. So they are the ones that better... Look at them, man. They've gone ahead and banned out the Chen this game alongside the Abaddon. So they don't want to let Council set into their comfort zone.
Mm-hmm. It's a good respect ban coming out from Aggressive 5. They did... play some questionable Dota earlier on in the week in another Indian tournament, and this time they're not messing around. Council respectfully take away the Magnus because first pick is on the cards and Batosai play the Magnus. What do Aggressive 5 open with? Do they go with thing in the meta like the Monkey King or... well, it seems like Crystal Maiden is the choice for them. Council could go for the Earth Spirit though. Jin does play it a little bit.
Yeah, so Jane plays the Earth Spirit and the Monkey King, and both are in the pool here, so they're both very viable options.
Right.
And I frankly do believe they should be picked up in the first phase here. A5, I'm not sure if they have an Earth Spirit player of their own. I mean, it's Pasol and Pinkman that are their supports, right?
Yeah, and Pasol is the hard 5, so he'll be going to the Crystal Maiden. Pinkman is Shabazz, as some of you might know him. He was an offlaner in the previous season, if I'm not mistaken. So
With Roar Esports, right? Didn't he play with Roar? No, who did Penguin play with?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, but he's been around a
Wipeout?
while.
Wipeout is
I think
Roar.
it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was them. Anyway, Council opens with the Vengeful Spirit, so we're probably not going to see a Monkey King or a Nerd Spirit here. That means we are going to see a a mid rotation coming out from the Venge every now and then. Venge though is the opening pick. Your thoughts, man?
I mean, Venge has got good save. That's why a lot of Vengeful Spirit was picked early on. Does help push a little bit, some minus armor to work with. The funny thing is Len doesn't play anything like a TA or anything as such in the mid lane. And knowing the council, they've got certain comfort picks, and when they do get their hands on those comfort picks, they do seem to shine and everything seems to come together. So if I were the council here, I wouldn't be thinking about drafting very meta heavy, but rather just go with what their comfort picks are. Give Animal the disruptor which he likes to play. Give Len his Ursa if you can. And yeah, I mean, they would like to put Jin on something like the Chen, but unfortunately it's banned out. Going with the Luna though.
Or a strat coming out here, perhaps. Yeah. Venge, Luna, both augmenting each other's damage. Luna going to be one hell of a sieger here with the Venge for initiations. Now A5 probably want to pick up the roaming support later on now. They don't want to reveal both their supports right from the get-go.
Yeah.
I'd like to see their offlane pick coming out right about now. What does A5 run as their offlane? I mean, the Magnus and the LC both have been banned out.
Axe?
Maybe too soon, though, to run the Axe. I mean, you are running an Axe into a Luna and a Venge. They're both range heroes, although they do have really low range. They are range heroes nonetheless. Axe is a questionable pick in this, at least in the first phase here.
Okay. Slada. It's going to be the Slada.
Yeah, we're still not sure if this is an offlane Slada or if it is going to be the roaming Slada, but I do remember Barusai playing a lot of offlane Slada in his Beyond Infinity days.
Yeah, Beyond Infinity was all Slada or Void. Yeah, not sure where Void fell out of fashion there. They banned the Lifestealer. There is somebody to carry him into battle in the form of the Slada, so they're not taking their chances against that. Although I'm not sure if the Lifestealer has the best of times versus a Luna in team fights.
Yeah, but I mean, the Infest Bomb is always worrisome.
Right.
Got a Darkseer ban coming out from A5.
I think Aggressive Fire haven't done their homework. I mean, that's if it is, that's going to the offlane. He has been playing a lot of Centaur and Magnus. And if Aggressive Fire want to really limit deaths in his hero pool, it wouldn't be too bad if they take out the Centaur from the equation for the council.
Yeah, I wouldn't be against that either. But that said, I think Deaths has a fairly wider hero pool as well. We should see him playing some of the more conventional offlaners as well. Anyway, Aggressive 5 has to pick up a mid. They're also looking for a 1 position core and either a 4 or a 3 depending on where that Slaughter is headed. I'd probably like to see an Invoker pick up here, given that he hasn't been banned. A5 has a lot of synergy with the double stuns of the Frostbite and the Crush, along with the Invoker Sunstrikes. At the same time, so does the Council. An Alacrity on a Luna with the Auras makes for one hell of a sieging machine. Oh, they've got an Omni Knight ban coming out from Aggressive 5. Maybe worried about Luna getting a repel and sieging them. But the Council has a pick here. They've chosen to ban out the Lina. I'd love to see the Invoker coming out right about now from them, but they also need a 5 position hero. Preferably something with some defense here.
I think Warlock wouldn't be too bad.
Warlock's good. Dazzle would have been nice. So good to have... the Lion also would have been okay, I'd say, but they are going with the Enigma for now. Remains to be seen whether this is an offlane Enigma or a straight up jungle support Enigma.
Yeah, I mean, since KM, Enigma has been getting more and more play in the offlane. So I'm assuming this is going to be an offlane Enigma. Maybe he doesn't even start in the lane. Just moves into the jungle straight away and leaves the lane to the opponents. But that could be dangerous. Anyway, it remains to be seen how this Enigma is played by the Council. Aggressive 5, like you point out, they're looking for a 4 or a 3. You think this is a good game for Rubik?
Yeah, I mean, Rubik is in the pool, but no. Then again, do you want to run a Rubik again now that you picked up the Crystal Maiden? Council are begging for the Rubik pick. They're okay with, just the threat of a stolen black hole. As long as Enigma gets the farm uncontested in the jungle. If they pick up a Rubik, Crystal Maiden really can't go hunting that Enigma. You want a Ricky, I think. This is a good game to have a Ricky on your lineup for aggressive 5.
And send Slara to the offlane?
Yeah, I think that could work.
Okay.
I mean, we know that Barusai played a lot of Slara in his heyday, so... And Slara hasn't really fallen off as an offlaner. You can always just send him there and, worst case, give him an Iron Talent and let him do his thing.
Yeah, Ricky, Ogre even, maybe the Treant if you want to. A lot of options for aggressive 5.
Earth Spirit is still in, but like we pointed, A5 doesn't really run too much Earth Spirit.
Earth Spirit wouldn't be too bad actually. I mean, if Enigma gets the black hole off and if Earth Spirit is standing outside of the black hole, I mean, Boulder Smash is a guaranteed long range mechanism to disable the black hole. But they're going with the Nyx Assassin here.
Not a terrible choice.
I think this is a 4th position Nyx and an offlane Slada.
Yeah, it does look like it. I like the Nyx Assassin, to be honest. And now more so with Council picking up the Nature's Prophet. But look at what they're doing, man. It is a straight up push coming out. They've made their intentions clear. They're going to be mounting a unit-based push with the Nature's Prophet trains, the Enigma Eidolons, and of course the Luna and Venjoras augmenting them. Last pick, I'd like to... I mean, if they're going full Dava, you might as well pick up something like a Beastmaster, get that extra aura and lockdown. Not to mention the vision to watch for initiations.
This is going horribly wrong for the Council. I do not like this draft. I mean, all aggressive I have to do is apply pressure early on within the 3 to 4 minute mark. And then when you've got under-farmed heroes that are supposed to push, I'm not sure how they're going to be pushing.
I actually like it though. I do think the Council has a fairly... I mean, their push is strong. There's no doubt about it. I don't think A5 has nearly enough tools to deal with it at the point. They've got... I mean, their initiations are only good if they got their early items, and getting your early items online means that you'll have to sacrifice a couple of towers when the Enigma and the Nature's Prophet come grouping up.
Right. I would have also really liked the Invoker pickup over the Templar Assassin. A Quaspex Invoker would be great at quelling pushes, but they've gone with the Templar Assassin here.
Yeah, I mean, not just the Quaspex, even an Exort Invoker is really good, man. One Ice Wall just adds so much value against those pushes, not to mention the Meteor. A truck ton of AoE damage works really well in the early stages of the game. But this is fairly evident that Council is going to be running a jungle Enigma. Who the hell is going to contest him? If the Slara goes running after him, I think the Enigma can turn around with his Eidolons and spank him in the face. If he really needs backup, the Nature's Prophet can keep in to score the kill. This should be a quick mech on the Enigma. Nature's Prophet should continue farming and getting levels in the offlane. They should be able to mount a quick push here. A5's last pick is a 1 position, and honestly, I don't see what 1 position can really throw a wrench into Council's plans right now.
I like the Warlock ban coming out from aggressive 5.
Maybe a Clinks for those pickoffs during the downtime, or maybe... What do you go for here? It's such a hard lineup to play against. The Council has cheesed their way into a push that cannot be stopped anymore. And now the bans are even making some sense. They banned out the overwhelming odds Legion Commander, which is great versus multiple units. They banned out the RP from the Magnus and the Empower. That helps to quell some of those units. A5 will go for the Weaver as their final pick. Weaver is a fairly mobile hero, but they've got the Black Hole, they've got the Venge Stun, and whatever the last pick here is, I would like to see a Beastmaster. If it is a Beastmaster, they'll also have the Roar to stop the Weaver.
Yeah, but Council, I mean, there is a lot of greed coming out from them. Where's the Nature's Prophet going to farm? Is he going to the mid lane though?
It's not greedy, man. I still don't see the greed. I mean, okay, you're going to put the Nature's Prophet in the off lane. He's up against a Weaver, Slara, and a Crystal Maiden, or a Weaver, Nyx, and a Crystal Maiden. Not the worst lane for him to face off against, honestly. If things go bad, he just retreats to the jungle near his secret shop while Enigma continues to farm his own jungle. Enigma can make early rotations towards the top lane to score kills on the Slaughter as well. So if Nature's Prophet really does need his jungle, he's fine with moving back in where the Enigma was. But you got to remember, this greed is going to pay off because they're going to take towers early on. But this last pick is confusing me. And they've gone for a last pick Ember Spirit, which doesn't really synergize with the pushes. It's magic damage, it's damage over time, and it's good versus the Templar Assassin, but it doesn't fit into the overall scheme of things. I still think a Beastmaster would have been the best pick. Maybe even a Dragon Knight, it wouldn't have been bad.
So Jin is going to be playing the Nature's Prophet. He's their 4-position player. That's will be going to the off lane with the Enigma. I expect him to be shut down early on in the lane itself. I expect his jungle to be contested as well. And they did run a similar lineup with Jin going to the jungle with a 4th-position Meepo. And what happened is they got shut down before they could even get the ball rolling. I think this is going to backfire for the council. And again, there's going to be a lot of pressure on Closer and Len to pull through for the team here. Negi, TA versus Ember. What do you think of that matchup? Ember should be able to burn through refraction.
It kind of goes both ways, because while the Ember can burn through the refraction, sure, the TA does have a lot of physical damage to beat right through him. So
right.
It is a tough call.
So, my prediction for this game is going to boil down to how successfully Aggressive 5 rotate in the early game. It's going to be down to the Crystal Maiden and the Nyx Assassin to rotate successfully.
Okay.
And if they do, I do not see the Council coming back into this game. Sure, they got some late game security with the Luna, but I'm not entirely sure of this.
Okay, guys, I'm really sorry about this distraction, but so fun fact, we're actually fostering a cat here in the studio, and the cat decided that HyperX products are really nice, so she actually jumped up onto the table and licked all over my headphones. Just cat things. Anyway, let's start things off here with the introductions. We've got Aggressive 5 on the cover of a smoke. Now moving forward, looking for a first blood pick off here. You've got Pinkman on the Slaughter. Crystal Maiden's going to be played by Pasol. Templar's going to be handled by Negi. The smoke did break for FSD on the Nyx, and Weaver's going to be in the hands of Jian, aka Paddling.
Yeah, on the other side, the council, we've got Jin playing the Nature's Prophet, Animal playing the Vengeful Spirit, Deaths on the Enigma, Len on the Ember Spirit, and that leaves us with Closer playing the Luna. And he's immediately caught out of position with the Frostbite, but not enough to bring him down. Did Aggressive 5 get some early vision in the Dire jungle? No, not yet.
No, they've just moved into the jungle for now. They haven't dropped down their wards. Pasol is holding on to them. They put down a sentry ward to block out the jungle camp.
Mm-hmm.
This is how they're going to punish the jungle greed coming out with the Nature's Prophet and that Enigma. But Council's actually stolen away a bounty rune on the top side, but they will lose their bounty on their own safe lane. Luna is going to be left here by herself for now. Animal is moving back towards the middle lane. Yeah, I think Animal's going to move bottom. They should be able to deal with that Nyx Assassin as Pasol. Is he actually thinking of making a dual lane, or is he just going to stay in the jungle and try and harass?
I think he wants to contest the jungle as early on as possible.
But it's an off-lane Enigma. No, it is jungle Enigma. My bad. Yeah, this is a tough lane for... This is a tough start, actually, for Deaths and his boys.
Yeah, let's see if Council can make this rather unconventional strat work. Negi is already making life difficult for Closer. And he will need all the support coming in from Animal to stay alive in this
That's
wave.
not Negi.
Oh, sorry, excuse me. That's
Butterside.
Butterside, my bad.
One of the advantages that Nyx has in this lane is he's actually got a fair amount of base HP regen, 4 HP regen to be precise. You compare that to the Luna, she's got 0.8. When she pops the Tango, she gets 7. He doesn't have the Spike Carapace. He is about to level up. The creeps dies in his face, but is he going to consider turning around here? There are a bunch of range creeps. If he gets that stun off nicely, he should be able to score a kill. He's thinking of it. Actually surprised that he didn't go for it there. Oh well. I'll keep them alive a little longer. Meanwhile, up top, Jin is getting forced off of his lane as well, as Pasol and Pinkman have made their way there. He's contesting the jungle, stealing whatever neutrals that they can. And all the while, you've got Jian just farming in the lane. So they're being very efficient about this. Aggressive 5. However, Deaths has a bone to pick with the Nyx Assassin on the bottom lane.
Mm-hmm. So if you have two heroes that need to farm to appear in the jungle, namely the Nature's Prophet Enigma, and if you're constantly contesting them in the jungle, I do not see them getting online and being very effective. Enigma Unless the council just group up already. Because look at this. I mean, A5, they're playing this perfectly. They know Nature's Prophet needs his jungle. They know Enigma needs his jungle as well. They blocked off one can. They're constantly contesting the Nature's Prophet. And there's no one really to respond to this early on coming up from the council. I mean, already Nyx is applying a good amount of pressure on the Luna. Animal on the Vengeful Spirit does need to hang around just to keep Luna healthy. And see, once again, Pinkman, he's already moving into the jungle. And just by doing this and being there, he is applying a lot of pressure on the Nature's Prophet.
I don't think they're punishing hard enough at this point. Enigma has been able to farm okay. He's at level 2. He's got his Soul Ring online. And while one of his camps has been blocked out, he still has this camp to work with. And he's got all the other camps in his jungle to work with. You can't really have a Nyx Assassin moving into the jungle because Animal will, of course, move in and counter his rotations. But middle lane as well, Nagy's doing all right. He's at 11 and 8 in terms of CS, and Ember Spirit is not exactly dominating him. He's also going to have to use his Shrine first, which puts him in a slightly sticky situation. Doesn't have the bottle either.
So there's going to come this timing in the game when Nyx picks up Vendetta. And he's going to be roaming around the map looking for fights and pickoffs. Both the Enigma and the Nature's Prophet at that point might not be offering enough team fight. I mean, Enigma will be looking to farm. So the way Enigma is played right now is you just farm so much and you just farm your opponents to that. Get a Midas early on, get Arcane Boots, get the cooldown reduction talent or the gold per minute talent. Can we take a look at his talents? Yeah, he's got the 120 gold per minute talent. So you just out farm your opponents, out level them as much as possible.
What's the talent tree build here? You go movement speed, cooldown reduction, or gold? Probably gold. I think
I've seen people go both.
That level 15 talent is one of the hardest choices you're ever going to have to make on a hero like Enigma.
So I've seen even Kezu pick up both talents accordingly.
I'd probably go for cooldown reduction.
A lot of people go for the gold per minute actually. But so yeah, if it's up to that, really, I'm not sure what he's going to pick up. If you get the gold per minute, the theory is hopefully you farm your Octarine if you're ahead, and then maybe you get cooldown reduction.
That makes some sense, but do you really want to waste an item slot on an Octarine for an Enigma?
But that's what they do. I mean, you just get the early mech, get the Arcane Midas first, then your mech Greaves, and maybe you go Octarine after that.
Alright, our cat is being a pest again, guys. She now wants to attack my mouse wire.
Yeah.
Thankfully, we have a pause, which gives us some time to give us some food. But game is back underway. Vivek's going to have to deal with the cat. While bottom lane, there is a TP coming in. Nyx should be going down here. They've body blocked him old school Warcraft style and brought him down. Animal will claim first blood. Up top, are we going to see a retaliation of sorts? There is no one to retaliate on. What am I saying? The Nature's Prophet actually TP'd back towards bottom. Jian doing what he can here on this Nature's Prophet, but his best is not enough. Meanwhile, at mid, Negi was about to go down. He actually does manage to outrun Len, but Len, with the sick plays, just barely surviving there. Uses the Sleight of Fist to dodge the last auto attack from the tower. Stays alive. As we're going to jump back into the server really quickly.
Okay, it looks like almost everyone disconnected. Anyway, we have some time. We'll take a quick look at last hits and denies. Who's coming out on top here? We were paddling, doing relatively fine. Enigma is, of course, gone into the jungle, so he shouldn't be doing too bad. Either the mid matchup, though. Naily with 10 denies to his name.
Yeah, I actually think that was a server issue. For once, I think it was a server issue.
Yeah, even the admin disconnected earlier on, so everybody is facing some sort of issue here.
Are we on the India server by any chance? Or?
Could be. Could be. ESL does often run the tournament on the India server. But with Bangladesh, with Council, a team from Bangladesh, I'm not entirely sure. Okay, looks like we have another disconnect.
Yeah, there's definitely something wrong with the servers today by the looks of it. But Pasol does have crappy internet. We've seen him disconnect even previous. In fact, in the other tournament that was going on, they actually played a game 4 versus 5.
Yep.
And almost got sent into a low bracket because of Pasol. So fun fact, we actually asked in the lobby what Pasol means, and turns out he doesn't know what it means himself. He actually stole the name from someone else.
Right.
So there's a fun little inside joke going on in the Indian Dota scene where Pasol shows up for every single giveaway that's happening on social media. Sid, if you remember him, he casted some of the games. I think he casted at Pune Challenger Cup as well. But
He shows up for every giveaway? Really?
not Sid. Pasol
Pasol?
shows up. Yeah, he's at every single Indian esports social media giveaway, man. You'll always see his name there,
Okay.
liking and sharing or doing
Yeah,
something.
I mean, earlier on,
His Twitter feed is like a bunch of retweets of contests. It's amazing. So it's funny that his own in-game nickname is also a giveaway, man.
yeah.
But
And
Negi,
AD said take away the P.
yeah, Negi actually had a
Wise ass.
wise comment over there. The A5 has had some success very recently. They're possibly the best all-Indian Dota 2 team right now, I want to say. They are doing really well in the Masters as well. And in fact, the one match that I'm really, really looking forward to at the ESL India Premiership is going to happen on the 9th. That's Aggressive 5 versus Entity Esports.
Ah,
So it's the top two teams, or what we consider to be the top two teams of Indian Dota, duking it out versus each other. And that's when the question will be answered: is Aggressive 5 actually ready? But first, they've got to overcome the Council, who are starting to take a lead here.
yeah, it is a small lead, and I'm not sure if you can attribute all of that to jungling. Clearly, Nature's Prophet and Enigma are even pulling ahead of Len in the mid lane on the Ember Spirit. So I think the jungle has a huge factor to play in this lead. But yeah, is the push strat going to work? When is go time for them? Once they pick up a mech on the Enigma?
Yeah, I think the mech is the moment that they make a play. Deaths, he's actually gone forward. They've even got a sentry placed down. This is actually a very well executed gank if they can pull it off, but there is a counter initiation coming out from Pinkman. They will slow down the assault onto the TA as Neki will bottle up and survive. A5 on point with their own rotations as well. However, their rotations prove to be defensive instead of offensive. They can't quite find any counter pickoffs there.
That's a good move coming up from A5. I mean, I've seen so many Indian tournaments where the stronger Indian team will make a good early game rotation that's usually offensive, and the enemy team makes a defensive rotation and it doesn't result in even saving the core that was being attempted to get killed there. But here, it was a perfect defensive rotation coming out from Pasol and Pinkman. They saved their core, they shrined up, and now it's A5's turn to rotate, and looks like they won that Luna.
I don't know why Closer is all the way out here by himself. He's probably hoping that he hits level 6 and gets a solo kill on Nyx, but that's a Radiant hero walking so far out, kind of relying on his teammates in the jungle to provide vision, but that doesn't quite work out.
Yeah.
That was a big misplay coming up.
This clearly boils down to how efficiently your in-game leader is reading the map. When two heroes from the enemy side did TP to the mid lane and they're all missing for a good minute or so, it's a little obvious that they're rotating to some other part of the map to get a kill of their own. And Animal failed to call that out for his team. And Closer failed to see it himself. And now Pinkman, he's looking for more. No bounty doom to snag there for him.
Yeah, unlikely that he can go and get this on his own, but there is backup coming in. Pasol comes, drops down that Observer ward. It does get spotted out. Another pause comes out from Pasol though. Well, bottom lane, Closer, he still has yet to hit level 6. Can Pinkman actually help score a kill here? I mean, they have the Vendetta, so with the Crush, this is definitely a kill. Yeah, they're actually going for this. Closer once again. This time he had vision. He knew that he was here. I'm not sure what prompts him to still wait for this. There's the hit. Vendetta not even needed. They'll just right-click him to death. What is going on here? This is very uncharacteristic of Closer.
Yeah. He is one of the most solid players in his team. He usually doesn't die, gets the farm that keeps his team going through the mid-game. But yeah, rather uncharacteristic. And where the support's rotating when you need them, they're not there. Usually when you have someone like the Nature's Prophet on your side, you want to be setting up gangs so the Nature's Prophet can TP in, maybe score a kill, transition that into a tower. But it looks like they're the ones getting ganked here, and Animal will be going down.
I mean, this is good stuff coming out from Pinkman. After the kill, instead of running back. He's hanging around here. But again, what prompts a vengeful spirit to walk so far out and farm? In fact, at this point, a level 7 Nyx assassin can probably solo kill a half HP Venge by himself.
Yeah.
It's some questionable moves coming out from the council, and if they're playing a push lineup, their only job is to survive for the first 7 minutes of the game. If they can stay alive, then their push looks extremely strong. But for now, Nyx, he's going in the jungle. He wants to find a play. He wants to make a play of his own. But is he going to be able to find anyone? I mean, he has the Impale after the Vendetta hit. Deaths is going to be cautiously waiting under the mid-tier 1 tower as well. Well, this observer ward, it has provided vision on Pinkman's whereabouts. And the fact that the Nyx assassin is missing, this is a dead giveaway that there's an attempt on his life. A5 are probably going to pay for this with their own lives if they overcommit. Because the council has read this gank perfectly.
Yeah, that Radiant Observer providing some much needed vision for the council to not end up dying once more in a rather out of position manner. But
what is this?
Basilius on the courier.
Okay, then strange movements coming out.
Yeah.
Courier just hanging out in the jungle.
Was it looking for the rune? I'm not sure.
Possibly. That's possible, yeah. Anyway, back to the bottom lane. Eclipse is available now, and the kill is going to be harder and closer. It has to be very clinical execution while he's isolated if they really want to get that kill. But yeah, it looks like Barasai knows what to do here on this.
So Nature's Prophet is 6. He's spent more time farming his own jungle. Maybe it's almost time for him to leave his jungle and look for a pick off across the map.
Yeah, I think it is possible for him to try and make a play on this middle lane.
Yeah, it's very doable. If he has a detection with him, they could easily bring down Negi. Maybe
you've got a dust on Len, so they are ready for this. But Negi's also prepared, right? He's ensuring that the refraction is almost always up. And if things go bad, he is close to his tower, so there can be TP rotations to save him. Death has the black hole. They'll get the stuns off on Barosai. There is a sentry placed, but he'll Vendetta and run inside the trees. Now, if they come out of... okay, Pinkman is just bailing, so Barosai is not going to wait around much longer either. But he is walking back through the sentries. No, this is a bad move, Barosai. Animal has a stun available as well. Look at how they're playing it all coy. They've seen him, but they're just pretending like, oh, don't worry, buddy, we don't have a sentry wall. But the creeps have given it away. Animal probably won't be able to score this kill after all. Nice attempt there by the council, but now they're walking too far out, man. There's the stun on Animal. He's going to end up dying here. Nothing you can do to survive this. Again, some questionable moves. I get that you're trying to bait the Nyx to come into the sentry range, but that doesn't mean you go running into the tower by yourself. A5 will take every small square inch that you give them and they'll punish you for it. Negi, he actually dodged the steering chains there with the Mel, laying a little slow on the dust.
Yeah, that should have been... I mean, either one of those scenarios should have been Nature's Prophet making a TP with detection and hopefully transitioning that into a kill and an objective.
But just this, man.
Or just Wrath of Nature.
Bottom, Barosai gonna get jumped upon, but the Vendetta is available again. Now Pinkman is connects on to Deaths. It's going in. NP finally TPs in after the Wrath of Nature. He's gone on Puzzle. Trying to get him down, but again they won't be able to get the job done. Another Impale comes out. Even the Weaver has entered the fray. Deaths is looking for the black hole, but he just can't find enough targets as Aggressive 5 splits the wickets and waits out the storm. So the council, they've essentially moved down 4 heroes here. They've popped their Wrath of Nature and now they've got little HP to work with as they try and mount this push. Deaths is revealing Pinkman's position there. No more trees for him to hide behind while Nyx comes in. So does Puzzle. They've got amp damage on 2 out of 3 heroes in this lane, so it is risky for Closer and Deaths to try and push, but their push potential is real, man. It's showing. Eclipse wasted there, or rather he didn't quite get it off. Stuns are just being fired on individual targets. No one is really taking damage. Negi enters the fray. A one-man black hole comes out, but Closer commits with the Eclipse. They get the kill on the TA, making it worth it after all. Now Closer has an Eclipse ready, doesn't need to use it. Len comes in from behind and brings down Puzzle, while Nyx uses the spike characters to slow things down here. Len jumps forward, searing chains in 3 seconds, time's available. Jin even pops a dust for good measure. A double dust popped by Len as well. Pinkman is in trouble and Pinkman will drop. Len with the double, Closer with the tower, and Aggressive 5 are on the back foot. This is what we spoke about, man. When you group up as 5 with an Enigma and a Nature's Prophet, your push potential becomes so intense. And with just 2 kills, 3 kills, they're gonna get 2 towers on the back of this.
How do A5 respond though is the question.
You don't, man. You trade.
You trade?
Apparently they're looking to respond. Weaver is joining the party. Goes on Jin. Can't finish the job. Jian uses another Shikuchi. Finally gets the kill now. Animal is in trouble as well. He should be going down here. One more hit will do it, making it a double kill for the Weaver. So his rotation was worth its while. But Closer does escape. So they end up defending that tier 2 tower after all. Surprisingly, the Ember didn't jump back to the Remnant at bottom. Considering he has the Veil and the amp damage, the magic damage output amplification talent, they should have considered bringing him back in.
Yeah, and it looks like Aggressify might get a trade here, but all Nature's Prophet has to do is now TP into the mid lane and apply some more pressure, which is what it looks like the Council are doing though. Okay, yeah, Nature's Prophet has TP to the mid lane. So, yeah, Council punishing them for their trades. And this is really going to open up the mid game. It's going to be action-packed. I mean, Negi's TPing to try and defend. And yeah.
Oh, never mind. Nyx actually elsewhere finds a kill on Closer, and now Deaths is in trouble as well. Doesn't have the black hole to work with. A Spike Carapace is available, but those Eidolons do some serious damage, man. Deaths just survives because of his babies.
Yeah, and might get punished because of his babies as well. He loves them too much. He's trying to run back into them. Jin has TP to the top lane. Spike Carapace is active. The Wrath of Nature did trigger the Spike Carapace, but it looks like Nyx might end up falling down, but Jin might pay with his life. Here comes the Ember with the chains, with the Veil, brings down the Weaver. And yeah, 2 quick kills for the Council. They're looking for more. Pink Pin swap back. Midnight Pulse doing its work, and it's ultimately Deaths who scores the kill. And this could be another tower for the Council.
It definitely will be, man. This army of Groots and baby Groots is just going to help to bring this building down very quickly. Look at Pasol. Balls of steel on this Crystal Maiden. Just standing back there hoping to come in with what? A Frostbite? Get out of there while you can, man.
Yeah, this is one of those rotations coming out from the Weaver which didn't pay off. Ember Spirit was quick to use the chains and burst down the Weaver. And Paddling didn't even have the chance to pop the time lapse. And Aggressify need to be really careful. I mean, one more lost fight could mean another objective for the Council. But they are getting kills on Closer. They are ahead in terms of worth.
I mean, they've also gotten towers. They've got tier 1 at mid, bottom, and top lane. They've lost their tier 1s on just 2 lanes, 2 out of 3 lanes. So in effect, they've actually got more towers taken down, and they pushed harder than the Council has. But the worrisome factor, though, for Aggressive 5 is that the Council did that without using the Black Hole. Speaking of, Death's in trouble. They do have the infused raindrops on him, but that doesn't really help versus physical damage. He has the mech actually flying after him. Black Hole is available, but he doesn't commit. Strangely enough, he doesn't commit. Animal hoping to get in position for the stun with that swap. Can't quite get the job done. Meanwhile, Nature's Prophet tries to get the tower, ends up getting it denied. And then he's going to have to try and TP out. He does manage to get away. Close shave there. Cheeky play coming out from Jin.
I mean, that's what you need to do as a Nature's Prophet. Make those cheeky plays. I'm actually questioning Weaver's item build here. I think this could be one of those games where he lets the Lincoln go and get some more wave clear, maybe?
No, I think...
Or you think Lincoln's first is fine?
I actually think he could skip the Lincolns and just get raw damage.
Yeah.
Surviving is not your priority here. You need to be able to do enough damage to bring down heroes at every minimal opportunity that you get to get behind them.
I would totally be for a Maelstrom.
Commitment with the sentries. And yeah, Maelstrom would be nice. A Desolator would be good
Wave
too.
clear plus damage.
Look at this. There isn't a single spot that the Nyx can enter with Pandera here. So much sentry ward coverage in the pit. They commit to the Roshan and they get it for Closer. Good stuff coming out from the Council.
I think Aggressive need to be a little passive. If the Council do not group up and push now, they need to wait for Slada to pick up his Blink Dagger. And maybe then it's possibly go time for Aggressive 5. If Council are not pushing farm or get a pick off, you have to be as efficient as possible.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, the council, they are on a clock here.
Yeah.
They're playing that push lineup. While their lineup does scale fairly well into the late game, I don't know if you want to be in a position where you have to deal with the armor reduction plus the absurd amount of physical damage coming out from aggressive 5. They have the better team fight though, the council. I have to say that Enigma pick with no real way to deal with it, especially once he gets his BKB, is a very large force to be reckoned with. But the council are just pushing high ground, man. It's 17 minutes. They claimed an Aegis. They're behind on net worth, but they're trying to get buildings. Great steering chains, catches too. Eclipse comes out, Negi's in trouble, and Negi's down. He has the buyback and pops it immediately. And remember, they still have the mech, they still have the black hole, and the swarm has been expended. Jin, Wrath of Nature is available as well. He's got the solar crest. This push is looking strong from the council. They need to get another set of Eidolons up though. It's the Wrath of Nature doing some work. Just damaging heroes a little bit. But Pinkman still doesn't have the Blink Dagger. Maybe time to
sell the stick.
Sell the stick, get the dagger. That's your crucial play that you need to make for the next fight. But never mind. He's safe. The council are backing away. Still worth it though. They forced out the buyback on the Templar Assassin.
Absolutely worth it, and they've still got the Aegis to work with. So this is one of those games where the network graph and the scoreboard doesn't really tell us what's going on. What's going on is that the council are slowly but surely squeezing the map away from aggressive 5. And I hope Slada has his Blink Dagger, because that will be the big item on the back of which aggressive 5 will look to fight.
He's desperately farming it.
Yeah, they need to be careful though, because Enigma's BKB, Enigma's mech is there to work with. The black hole is always a threat. And if there's a little bit too much over-commitment coming out from aggressive 5, they just jump in with a crush on the back, a crush coming out from the Slada, and then TA jumps in as well. You might just be horribly out of position and end up falling to a BKB. A black hole. What am I saying?
He does have 1500 gold in the bank, so it looks like he might just be going for the Blink Dagger straight off the bat here. That I cannot agree with. I would like to see him rush the BKB here. He doesn't need a 5-man black hole to be impactful. He needs to just have the BKB to catch at least 2 heroes without being interrupted. Even if he pops a solo black hole for Negi in this game, it's fine. Or for the Weaver for that matter, it's fine.
Anyway, Weaver has got that Lincoln complete, so she's a little bit more survivable, but the damage... Is it enough though? DA's picked up the Blink. And not sure what the council is waiting for next. I hope it's not the Blink Dagger on the Enigma, because all of this is just more a space for Aggressify to catch up in terms of farm.
He's going Greaves straight at the back. That's alright. I can agree with that as well. Bonus armor, debuff for himself.
Yeah, takes away the corrosive haze if nothing else. Not the best, but nonetheless.
Anyway, Nyx scurrying about here on the cover of Invis. No gem on the side of the council. Maybe it's time to pick up the gem after all. We do have Venge walking around with 5 sentry wards though, so scratch that. No gem needed when you got that. Oh, they've got the searing chains on 3. They've got the crush coming out. They bring down the Crystal Maiden, but that's all they've really gotten for now. They're okay with that. They get Crystal Maiden without losing anyone. They don't commit any very heavy spells. The Wrath of Nature was committed. And hey, they even get the top tier 2 tower with the help of those baby Groots. Negi's going for the Dragon Lance again. There's a severe lack of damage output coming out on the side of aggressive 5.
It's survivability, and maybe the plan is I survive through Ember and Enigma.
Can you though? One Dragon Lance isn't going to
It isn't going to cut it.
Uh-oh, Jian got out there. The solar crest thrown upon him, and the siege has begun. Closer still has the Aegis. He's got just 1 point in the glaive though, so the bounces will not be too scary. Pinkman jumps in with the crush. Doing a little bit of damage on Closer, but it's not enough. They're not able to stop him just yet. Big stun coming out from the Nyx, but he's out in no man's land and ends up dropping. They've got the stun coming out on Pasol as well. They do get Searing Chains up, but it connects on creeps of all things. A5 are defending. They're slowing down the push. They're clearing out the creep waves around. They're clearing out the microbe units as well. Now they have lost the Nyx Assassin. This is still an invitation to go in. However, the Aegis has now been reclaimed by Closer, so this is an opportunity for Pinkman to jump in and start a fight.
It looks like Aggressify. They want to take the fight outside their base before the next push comes out from the council. They pop the smoke. They're hoping to find a pick off. Nyx should be respawning shortly. Might even consider TPing on the shrine, but good discipline coming up from the council. They knew that the Nyx was respawning. They knew that they didn't have the Aegis to work with, and they're just going to wait for round 2. But I mean, the trickiest thing about a push lineup is high ground, unless your core is like ridiculously farmed. And Luna's not that fat just yet. Like you pointed out, just one skill point in the glaives. So she's not
She's not a sieging machine.
Yeah, she's not yet a sieging machine. I mean, I respect the Solar Crest on Jin, but...
Len could be in trouble here. I mean, there is a Nyx on the hunt with him. Len's moving to the side, so he's okay for now. A5 smoke has not been too fruitful. Council are just staying close to each other, staying away from the regular gank spots, staying close to the towers even. But maybe they wait for the next Aegis now. Try and farm a BKB and Enigma, get some more damage items on the Luna. They're also going for what I assume is a Glimmer Cape on the bench.
It would be nice. Negi has gone for the Dragon Lance himself, so not the Desolator.
Yeah, we pointed this out, right? Severe lack of damage, just going for survivability instead. But the Council are not going to spare any more time. They're just going to start pushing forward with the Treants and the Eidolons. Just breaking whatever they can on the way. They did get the steering chains off. Again, Baros, I caught out of position here. You can't walk in casually under Vendetta. Obviously, they're going to have sentry wards and waiting for you. He's down for 40. The swap is there on Negi. Turns with a meld hit, and Animal looks like he's going to end up dropping here. Getting a few more hits off on him, but they gave him a defensive Solar Crest. The crush comes out from Pinkman. Animal still survives. The steering chains are there. Pasol does get the freezing field out, but that's with the black hole from the low ground. They bring down Pasol and they bring down the Slaughter as well. The Nyx buys back. In fact, 3 buybacks from aggressive 5, and the Council just turn tail and run. The economic damage is huge if they can get out of here. Closer is running. Negi has been stunned. Animal goes in. Big crush coming out from Pinkman. Where's the follow-up? It's coming in the form of Pasol and the Weaver. Jin is down and so is Animal. And now Depths is next on the hit list as he's been stunned up by the Nyx. 3 down on the side of the Council as well. But I've got to say, they've done a fair bit of damage on that tier 3 tower. They forced out 3 buybacks and they did manage to escape with 2 out of 3 of their cores. It's not too bad. I think the Council are still okay with this.
If the Council did that without losing anyone, I would have immense respect for them. I mean, Animal, he had the right idea. He ran in trying to distract them, but Enigma as well as the Nature's Prophet were hanging around. A beautiful 3-man crush came out for Pinkman, and Paddling just had to do cleanup duty after that.
Yeah, there was just that small millisecond of hesitation somewhere around here.
Yeah,
where
Animal ran in. Animal thought, I'll let me go die. As it is not getting any farm, all I'm doing is buying 18 sentries this game.
That's fine, right?
That's fine. Let
him die. But why did everyone else turn around?
What can Enigma turn around and do? I mean, sure, Nature's Prophet has a Solar Crest and a Maelstrom, if I'm not mistaken. But is that really enough?
Aggressive 5. I mean, they did show some signs of life there, turning the graphs a little bit, but
they're desperate for a pick-off, and if they can get it, it might just hold off the Council and their constant push. The crush is there by Pinkman. Negi, enough damage this time around, and they secure the kill. 4-man rotation coming out from aggressive 5. And without the Nature's Prophet, you can't really split push that much. Has the Ember completed his BOTs?
He has.
Yeah, he's done. So he is hanging around the top lane.
I'm worried though now because Templar has finished up the Desolator. The Blinkins, I mean, all you got to do is get an amp damage off before the fight begins, courtesy the Slaughter. And then they just start the fight with a crush and a blink and a meld. One hero down for the count immediately, no response possible there. I don't know, if they do that to the Enigma before he pops the Greaves or, you know, his soon-to-be completed BKB, I think the fight is over. Then it's just aggressive 5 that waltzes forward and takes the kills. But again, I feel like this Nyx has to be careful about his positioning. He's got the dagger online, so there's really no reason for him to try and sneak in with the Vendetta.
Right.
You've got to expect sentry wards in a 26-minute push.
Yeah. I expect them in my pubs. I mean, you shouldn't be falling prey to that. I mean, when you have the Blink Dagger, you can initiate Vendetta hit off.
He's probably just getting greedy, but I mean, you learn your lesson after a that, so.
Yeah, hopefully.
Anyway.
That was a beautiful setup for the Black Hole, though, coming out from Jin with the 2-man searing chains.
Yeah, that was actually a good setup, not to mention, I think he kind of played it blind after that because they lost vision on the high ground and then Death's just, he felt the freezing field coming from somewhere around here. Decided to just give it a shot, and with that Black Hole, he cancelled it out. That really bought them some time and got them some much needed kills. The buybacks were on the Nyx, the Slara, and the Crystal Maiden, if I'm not mistaken. So not the most worrisome situation for A5. Weaver continues to get his items. He went for the Maelstrom after all, so does have a way to deal with the pushes. And with that Dessel now finished up on Neji, you've got to be very careful about where you tread as the council. But hey, Roshan is back, and that should be the next on the hit list.
Yeah. Well, it looks like Pinkpin, he's picked up a smoke himself. Maybe contesting Roshan is on the cards. I'm sure both teams have made note of the Rosh respawn timer. But yeah, Badasa is looking for a pick-off. What's going on? It looks like Len is out of position. Negi is trying to do his best with the Desolator. He dodges one auto attack, but not two. And Negi might just end up falling here. The Greaves wasn't there from deaths. Maybe he didn't reach there in time. But it's Negi down for 71 seconds and Len respawning in 42.
Yeah, it's still not an invitation to try and break high ground, but it's reason enough to go into the pit. Black Hole's back in 10 as well, so you might as well just go into the pit without the Ember.
Yeah, I mean, you got his summons, you got the Solar Crest, the Greaves as well. Closes slowly but surely becoming that sieging machine we all spoke about. BKB,
the right
you
choice.
Agree with this choice?
Yeah, absolutely, I agree with this.
Helps you siege?
Yep, definitely. Helps you fight more than the siege. I mean, when they siege, they're definitely going to have to deal with the blinking in from the start.
Right.
Pinkman's crushes have been amazing so far, and I really feel like he is the secret sauce of aggressive 5. The more we see this team play, the more I'm sold that Pinkman is the ideal 4 position candidate for this team. But if you've got the BKB in his face, you can trigger the BKB when he's about to jump in for the crush. If your reflexes are good enough, that is, you should be able to turn the fight in your favor.
Dyer really needs some vision, I feel. I mean, there's a lot of radiant vision, and that's helping them make plays across the map. Like this play coming up from Len, moving in blindly with no detection this time. Bartosai, not going to accomplish too much.
Yeah, that
could have popped the spike carapace there. But
that was just his spidey senses tingling, man. I don't think this observer bot actually scouted anything because they were under smoke and invis, courtesy Slaughter and Weaver. But Jin is now split pushing bottom, and well, he's going to be okay. Negi can't quite close the gap. But Neji is actually going for the BKB himself. Once that's online, he's not going to be too worried about those eclipses and anything that the Ember really brings to the
Jin just completed his BKB on the Nature's Prophet.
That's actually pretty huge, man. But look at what they've done. They've attempted to push out the top lane and the bottom lane, and then they've just jumped into the pit. Rosh is going to go down very quickly, and they're not prepared to try and contest this. They are just going to give up Roshan. The call here from aggressive 5 is to push out the side lanes instead. Just applying momentum, slowing down those pushes.
Yeah, good stuff coming out from the council here. They pretty much brought 3 members from aggressive 5 all the way to the bottom lane, while Paddling was pushing out the top lane and really split aggressive 5 up. Aggressive 5, they'll be hoping to find a pick-off. In fact, they're hoping to push themselves.
Barasai. The BKB's popped. He actually whiffed on the impale there. That could be a kill returning in their favor. Nope, never mind. Just baited out the BKB and ran away. A5 are okay with that. Now that puts the magic immunity on cooldown for a good 60 seconds, and it reduces his BKB duration to 9 seconds as well. Negi waiting on. Oh, why did he reveal himself? That might have been a kill. Let's have a look at Luna's talent. She actually just skilled up the bonus health. So yeah, I don't see anything wrong with that.
Yeah, makes sense.
The hell cares about 40 Lucent Beam damage anyway? Unless you go Aghanim Scepter. Then you care.
Okay. So Council, they've got the ages, they've got the BKBs they need. Probably this is when they group up and waltz down the mid lane. And aggressive 5, can they hold? Who's holding on to buyback actually on the side of aggressive 5?
Apparently just the Weaver and the Templar. I mean, they're the only ones that really need to hold it at this point. Fun fact, they actually went for the Blade Mail on Len. So he is fairly confident that they are going to lock him down at some point. And that's when he'll have the Blade Mail ready.
I think all he needs to do is jump in and somehow create space for the Eidolons and the Treants to do their work on the tower. He just needs to keep them busy, keep them occupied, and stay alive.
That is his job, really. He has to make sure that he's pushing out, or rather keeping them busy All the push commences. Negi, meanwhile, has a response to that push. Just smacks down all those creeps in one sweet little line. Leave a premature swarm coming out from him. But top lane is pushing in. There's a fairly mid-sized creep wave coming in, but no siege units here.
Yeah, I'm not sure Aggressify are going to even attempt to split push that. This
Oh,
time,
Negi swapped in. They've got the Eclipse ready if they want to commit it, but they bring him down without it. He's gonna have to buy back. Really not sure what's going on, if it's on our end or if it is a server issue. Okay, apparently this looks like a server issue. We are disconnecting from the game, but I don't know if you guys... Everyone is stuck. There's a freeze going on in the background, and if the players have disconnected as well, somebody gonna get a hurt real bad.
yeah. I mean, it's a crucial moment when you've lost the TA, when Venge ended up falling, when it just looked like they were going to continue pushing, is absolutely the worst time you can have a disconnect. What have you done, Volvo?
Well, okay, I think it was just us. I think it was just us that disconnected. TA is actually still down, but buys back close up, ups his BKB, we're just jumping right into it. He's going forward. Gian, oh, he gets the time lapse in the nick of time. Shrugs off all of the damage. The black hole is still available for deaths for some reason, but he's stunned. The swap is there defensively. He's still alive. Is he gonna turn for the black hole? No, he isn't. He's down, and so is the Venge. Let's just try and, regain our bearings here. It looks like the council still has the net worth and EXP lead, but the barracks on the side of the Dire are really beaten up. Len is on the run. Does have the steering chains available. His blink is coming back, but Negi jumps in and finishes him off. So that's a whole bunch of heroes down on the side of the council for now. While Aggressive 5, they're actually pushing themselves. Negi going to work on the tier 2 towers. I'm still so confused about what happened.
I have no idea what happened. Yeah, I'm not sure if chat saw it either, but it's a push coming up from Aggressive 5. The team that intended to push...
Lo and behold, man, they're the ones that got the tier 3 tower first.
Yeah.
Or rather, they're the ones that look to be threatening higher ground first. And I mean, unlike their counterparts, they're actually going for the shrines after the tower now.
Has Enigma built anything since his last item?
He's got his BKB.
Okay,
he just got his
BKB.
And they didn't pop Black Hole in the last fight either, so they are still ready to fight. But look at the damage output, man. You've got a BKB now finishing up on Negi. Gian has a full Mjolnir ready now. And Slara went for a Glimmer Cape for good measure. They need a pick off. I don't think the council can simply push into the base here.
Okay. They do have a global pick-off potential of sorts with the Nature's Prophet and the Ember Spirit. Maybe, just maybe, they get the pick-off they're looking for. They're taking down the shrines. Luna is getting closer and closer to a Manta style.
What is Pinkman thinking here?
I am not sure at all. I mean, he got the corrosive ace off. He's keeping tabs on the Ember, but that's about it. Luna will have that. Yeah, Luna's Manta style is complete. Have they got the Aegis? I think they lost it.
Yeah, I think they lost the Aegis in that fight.
Okay, not sure what went wrong for the council there. But really, Negi and Paddling are pulling ahead in terms of individual network. They are threats to the council. There is a good amount of wave clear with the completed Mjolnir on the Weaver. And Templar Assassin is doing some good work just with the side blades. Well, the council say, we tried pushing down mid, it didn't work. Let's try bot now. Okay. Nature's Prophet actually deeping out of there.
Okay, for some reason I can't seem to close the shop anymore because of this strange config that we have going.
Click on a player.
That doesn't work. Lovely. Are we gonna be stuck with the shop open throughout? Because my hotkeys... there we go. I have no idea what I did, but it went away. Great. Okay, Len making progress towards the Maelstrom now. Some more magic damage coming out for them, but you've already got the 1 BKB finished up on Negi. Weaver went for the Aghanim Scepter this game.
Does allow you to defend from range.
I mean, it's good to sort of keep your Templar Assassin alive, but
yeah,
he's the source of physics. He's the source of DPS here. Is it really the best choice to go for the axe? I guess it does reduce the cooldown, right? Maybe that's one reason to actually pick it up.
Hold on. Sorry, I thought Nyx Assassin went for the Aghanim Scepter. Why did we...
Nyx axe, I am on board with. That is necessary at this point. But the Weaver axe is what confused me a bit. But anyway, good stats and of course reduced time-lapse cooldown means they can fight often. But A5 going for the backstab now. But are they committing? As the jump in, they've gone in on the Enigma. He's going to get swapped out. He pops his BKB. Oh man, is that a premature BKB?
No black hole, please. No. Yes, they get the kill. The freezing fields is there. There should be a kill on Pesol as well. They're searching for more. Nyx, he pops his Vendetta under the Aghanim Scepter form. They're bringing down deaths there. No black hole to come out from him. Jin all by himself. They've lost the Vengeful Spirit as well as the Enigma. The team fight is down. And Len, he's dropping low. The melt hits from Negi doing real work there. Weaver giving chase, paddling, looking for more. Can he get Jin here? Jin has the BKB triggered. Shadowblade coming off cooldown in a couple of seconds. Does end up falling. The corrosive ace is there from the Slara, and all they lose is Pasol. Have the Council just given away the lead that fought so hard to accrue in the early game?
37 minutes in, aggressive 5, now threatening high ground. They're looking like they're going to take barracks quite comfortably. No Enigma for 27 seconds. Some amazing stuff coming out from A5, dodging the Enigma and getting, baiting him to use the BKB without popping the black hole. There's the defensive time-lapse. Pinkman back up into fighting shape. The fail damage comes out there. Blade Mails pop and it looks like Negi ends up killing himself instead. But who cares? They got the barracks and they got away with just one casualty.
I noticed a Batusai who blinked in, wanted to use his ags, popped Vendetta, ran out of there.
Typical.
Cute little Batusai. Blinked in, thought maybe I'll get an impale off, pops the Vendetta, gets out of there.
He's not having a good day.
Yeah, one of his off days rather. I consider him to be one of the most reliable offlaners in India. But yeah, definitely Batusai on one of his off days. Jian, how's he looking? Going for the Skadi. Do not see co-weavers pick up Ags too often. And I think aggressive 5, are they comfortable giving up Roshan though? And it's falling really fast. This is like one of those level 1 Rosh lineups coming up from Alliance. Well, paddling, he's thinking of contesting it. Doesn't have the means to do so. And this is the third Roshan. So if I'm not mistaken, someone has She's.
Yeah, it is
Jin. What do you think of his item choices? Yeah, I mean, if split push was the agenda, if pushing was the agenda rather, why is Shadowblade?
Yeah, I'm thoroughly confused about the Shadowblade pickup. I guess he needed some sort of survivability, but at this point, when you've got corrosive ace on pink, they probably got dust coming out as well on their side. They've got sentry wards. I don't know if the Shadowblade is really going to help him that much. It is good at split pushing, of course. You can dodge wards and get in cheeky positions to start creep skipping, etc. But now it looks like the Council are just getting desperate to push.
Yeah.
And pushing into a Nyx with an Axe is one of the hardest propositions in the entire game of Dota.
But with the sentry, they should be fine there. Batusai, clearing the creep wave, it is going down rather fast. And all of a sudden, all these units mean nothing while paddling is split pushing the other side of the map.
Yeah, they know that there's no Ember Spirit here, which is why they're actually walking forward. Pinkman wants to start the fight on his terms, goes for Animal, gets a corrosive haze, and then takes a stun to the face. That's his waiting in the wings here, hoping to come into the black hole. Pops the BKB, black hole on one. He actually ends up dying mid black hole thanks to Negi, who's now just rampaging through the entire Council lineup. 2 down, no but black hole. Even if the Enigma had a buyback, I think it's fairly straightforward for A5 to close this one out.
Absolutely. A5, they are no pushovers. They're not going to end up falling to a push strat of all things. And they've showed their true metal here. And it looks like they're coming out on top. The Council, they have no answer to all the damage coming out from paddling and Negi.
Oh, meanwhile, looks like Jin actually found a kill on Pinkman. So no slaughter for this push. Do they care though? That's the question.
Looks like they don't. I mean, the perfect 2-man impale coming out from the Nyx. Passhole dropping low, the Glimmer Cape not really keeping him alive. It's Closer now who's in trouble. The meld it is there from the TA. Is it enough though? Looks like it's not. Paddling was going to clean up duty, but Closer hugging his shrine. Closer turns around, pops a Lucent Beam, is trying to man up, pops the Eclipse, will end up falling. That's an Aegis gone on the Luna. But look at Len with those 3 remnants quickly bringing down the TA. Batusai all by himself does manage to blink out of there.
More than the Aegis being blown there, I think Closer's eclipse timing was very questionable.
Yeah.
He popped the eclipse just as the Aegis was about to be just as he was about to lose his Aegis life.
Yeah.
But they lose at tier 3, they get a kill on the Templar Assassin, and it doesn't cost them buybacks or anything such. There's a full butterfly now finished up on Closer, and there's no MKBs available on the side of the Radiant, of the Dire, sorry. So here's another power spike that the Council can try and make use of, but A5 are the ones in the driver's seat now. They've taken the lead in terms of net worth, they've got the item advantage as well, and they've got a really tanky Weaver who's extremely difficult to kill. That Aghanim's on the next though. I think that's one of the most valuable items that they could have in their ranks right now. The mana burn on heroes like the Enigma or the Nature's Prophet do a significant amount of damage at this point in time as well.
I think Council should just force the buyback and get out of there.
There's the Crush, Closer. Not going to get initiated upon just yet. They don't want to buy back on the Templar Assassin. FSD. He's been trapped here. He's going to go down. Nyx. Oh, he got time lapse. Jian actually saves him. The swap is there on Pinkman, but Animal has only secured his own death with that one. 6 seconds to go till the Templar is back online, and they're not content to give up these barracks for free. They will end up giving up the range barracks for now. Jin got stunned up once there. He's being chased down. There is a sentry ward. He's running under it as well, and he's going to end up dropping. 2 down on the side of the Council. They get a range barracks, but is that any sort of consolation prize when they're even going to lose death now? Len whiffing on the steering chains there. Death ends up dropping. It's a double kill for Negi. A5 will look to push once more.
Yeah, they've really given away the advantage here. All of a sudden, that wonderful early to mid game that the Council had means nothing because Negi can clear the waves. Nyx is a handy high ground defender to have with his Aghanim Scepter and those long range impales and paddling even with that Aghanim Scepter. I mean, putting it to good use, keeping the Nyx alive, they're rather unexpected. Not sure the Council comes back. Maybe Enigma buys back now.
His Blink Dagger. I think that's the next big item that they can use to make big plays. They need that dagger now in the Enigma, considering he has the BKB, but they might have to use buybacks here, unless they're just willing to sacrifice these barracks. Okay, they're just going to give up the top lane.
So that's 2 lanes of barracks in the favor of aggressive 5.
2 lanes, mid, top, both gone in favor of aggressive 5. The Council, I think it's do or die at this point.
I like what Animal is trying to do. He's trying to start the fight with swap, but usually it just results in him going down instead.
He is broke as hell, man.
Yeah.
You were right about the 18 sentry wards in his inventory.
18, I lost count. There are more sentry wards than trees on this map right now.
A gem, man. We haven't seen a single gem in this game.
I think a gem would be a good pickup. So what did the Council do? Wait for Enigma's Blink Dagger? I don't think they got it. They probably need a pick-off if they can find one.
Yeah, they need a pick-off before they can reach high ground. But the problem is, even if you do pick off aggressive 5, most of them have buybacks. I think every one of them has buybacks. Okay, Slaughter's the only one without a buyback.
Yeah, he's 370 gold away, so not too much. What do you do if you're the Council?
You pray that Deaths gets a really big black hole off, man. That is really the only way I see them taking this. A level 25 Templar Assassin now. She's even opted to go for the respawn time talent, the 30-second respawn time talent.
She's also got the NKB, so that butterfly on the Luna means nothing. And has Deaths got enough time to farm his Blink?
Not yet. Almost there though.
Sell the Soul Ring. Just do it.
Nah, come on.
Just do it.
It's like 300 gold away.
Do it. Big swap. They've caught out Butterfly. Spike Carapace is there, Impale as well. Could there be a time lapse keeping the Nyx alive? Jin comes in with the Sprout, will be a kill. Elsewhere, it looks like Pasol has found Animal. The freezing phase has been committed. Animal on the cliff will end up falling. And that's a 1-to-1 exchange. The Nyx for revenge. Here comes Len with the chains, not committing further. Pasol just TPs out of there. Len, has he been duped? Well, looks like he has.
Yeah, I still think it's worth it for the Council. They delay that push from aggressive 5. They do score a kill on the Nyx.
Not sure the Council comes
their
back.
own vengeful spirit. Totally worth it.
It's more time for Deaths to get his Blink Dagger, which he should have.
Yeah, he's got it now. I mean, the assist goal should have been enough to give him. He actually got the kill, so that was the Blink for him right there. The Council. I mean, you still have to make a tough decision. Do you try and make that big black hole play on the enemy base, or do You just wait for them to push at you, and then with the terrain advantage.
I think you pop smoke, look for pickoff. Have they got buyback? Yeah, I mean everybody other than the Enigma's buyback. Pop smoke, look for pickoff.
Enigma and Venge don't have buyback actually, but yeah, I agree with you. You really don't want that Weaver split pushing you from one lane and doing some damage on your tier 4s while the fight breaks out.
I also think a team fight is too much of a coin toss. It could just be the end of the game for the council if they take a team fight and lose it.
Yeah, but on the other hand, for aggressive 5, they're okay, right? They can just buy back and reset.
They can buy back. They've got
Len, if he's gonna get stunned here, he's gonna go down. He gets stunned up. Do they have enough control? The bash connects, but he jumps away. His nether regions must be in his mouth by right about now. I know I'd be panicking if that happened to me. He did have a buyback, however. So what do you go for at 25 on the Ember? Would you pick Searing Chains this game or cooldown reduction? I think it's cooldown reduction.
I think Searing Chains along with Octarine lets you pretty much perma-chain anyone. But yeah, I mean he's picking up the Octarine, so
is he?
Yeah, he's building in.
Okay, I'll wait for the Octarine.
Council though.
Top. They don't have detection for the Nyx here. In fact, they're keeping in Pinkman as well. Now they might have enough stuns. They'll start off with the spike characters. They kind of messed it up. Len should be able to get out. No, he got bashed in the middle of it all as well. Trespassers have been prosecuted.
Yeah, they kind of mistimed the stuns. Bot lane looks like they've got someone out there. Pasol, he's got the Glimmer Cape. The Sprout is there from Jin. The Glimmer Cape will wear off. He's surrounded by trees. And all these Groots poking him means that he will go down. Closer scores the kill. And yeah, I think aggressive 5, they're fine with that. They lose the Crystal Maiden, but they do not really care. I mean, more time for them is only better. Paddling gets stronger, Negi gets stronger. There is a point where the Venge, I mean, I was going to say the Venge starts to fall off, but the Venge has nowhere to fall off to. Where does she go?
What is this, man? You're 48 minutes in. I'm pretty sure you stand AFK and you get more items than this.
No, I think the defense is, but I'm a hard fight.
That doesn't work, man.
Anyway.
Only Milk can mount that defense. Anyway, you got a full Bloodthorn finished up. So the most expensive item in the game has now been picked up by aggressive 5's Weaver. Is the Bloodthorn really the item of choice?
For the Ember?
Yeah, he hasn't got a Manta. He hasn't got a BKB, so it's great versus the Ember. And once the BKB is down on death, it's really good versus him as well. I can agree with it. Not to mention, if you don't... Okay, it's hard to actually get a Bloodthorn off on Closer, given that he has a Manta and a BKB to work with. But if you do get the Bloodthorn off on him, you kind of render his Butterfly useless.
Yeah, you do. And everybody gets True Strike on it. Critical Strike. Or critical strike and True Strike.
Yeah. Anyway. A5 are now looking to take down that bottom tier 3. Roshan, still a long time to go before he respawns.
We've got that nifty little animation.
Oh yeah.
Roshan
may respawn. I like how they've been ambiguous about it, right? In 6 minutes and 30 seconds.
It's like a lot of contracts a lot of players get these days. Anyway. All pressure on Deaths. Actually, no pressure on Deaths to land a big black hole.
Yeah, this game is really on Deaths.
Yep.
I mean, I'm sure his teammates are doing everything they can to make him feel less pressured, but without any sugarcoating, if Deaths moves up, his team loses here. Pink Pin, stunned up, out in no man's land. Did Deaths just black hole? Thank God he didn't.
No,
they
he
do
didn't.
get the kill, but that Bloodthorn ends up bringing down the Venge. Is that even necessary? Time lapse from Gian. He's back into a side of Vice. He could be going down here. Aggressive 5. Could they be on the ropes here? Deaths walks in. Solo black holes Neji. Closer. Slowly walks up to him. Neji continues to survive and runs. Oh man. That was a Bhelpuri of a team fight, man. That was horrendous to look at.
So 2 extremely funny things that happened in that team fight. Paddling was somewhere near the enemy shrine behind the tier 3. And Negi was nowhere in the picture. I had no idea where Negi was. Nyx didn't even bother. Butterfly was like, I'm just going to dig myself in the ground and search for some other beetles or something underground. Then Negi comes in a little bit later. Negi gets black hole and paddling escapes. I'm not sure how paddling escaped there. Anyway, it looks like the disconnects have been sorted out. It was a strange team fight indeed. They have no eclipse, no black hole. How are the council going to defend this?
Well, if Pinkman realizes this, he's probably going to need to buy back and TP. Yeah, he's going to do that. He's bought back already. He is. He doesn't have BOT. He TPs to the edge of his own base. And now he has to sprint all the way bottom. So that buyback was completely useless. Negi, he's on the run. Closer pops his BKB. Goes to work with the Glaives, but A5 are ready to run themselves. They baited out yet another BKB and a Mehta style this time. But hey, the tier 3 still stands. The council continue to defend.
If I was the Slara, I would have liked to reach bottom lane with a couple of salves.
Today?
Yeah, today would also be a nice thing. I mean, he's just going to walk up the cliff. It's
refraction,
but yeah, he's got the Aegis. Two-man chains.
Jian gonna get jumped upon. He actually jumped back lane, so they're okay for now. Again, though, the Wrath of Nature sends them back. They don't want to fight with Jian standing on the front lines like this. Remember, he doesn't have a cheese. He doesn't have an Aegis.
There is a regen rune in the top lane, though.
Yeah, with that Shikuchi movement speed talent, he's gonna get there in no time.
Okay, Paddling says I'm ready to go. Let's go once more.
Well, they hit the reset button though. Everybody's backed off. Pinkman goes back to farming and... Animal? Yet to make progress in terms of items. I mean, that's gonna help him out a little bit at this point. Yeah, he's got the gem.
Yeah.
That's some relief for Animal.
How is our position 5 doing on the side of aggressive 5? I mean, he's been as much a hard 5.
He's got a lot, man.
Yeah.
He's picked up a Lotus Orb in addition to the Glimmer Cape. Lotus Orb? But, I mean...
For what?
I don't know, a Lucent Beam, maybe a Malefice? What happens if you Lotus Orb and swap? You just end up where you were?
Yeah.
Okay. They found Jin, and Jin is not getting out of this. Even his BKB won't help him in the face of the bash. There's this Hex, BKB, everything committed, but he still drops. He has a buyback.
So the question, I mean, we're all going to be asking ourselves, what did the council do wrong? The push lineup worked up till a point, but they couldn't siege high ground. What went wrong for them? I mean, I think it's that one fight which they ended up losing, though.
I think there's a bunch of factors at play here. You know, one of them would be, did you need the Greaves instead of trying to get a BKB for your push?
But the Greaves did help. I mean, the mech did help.
The mech helped, no doubt. The mech really helped. But I mean, that's what I said. Mech into BKB into Greaves, maybe that would have been the better progression.
Okay.
But you know, that's not the only reason. It's just A5 mounting some really good defenses as well. Some good itemization coming out from A5 now. They've like the switch to the Maelstrom after that Lincoln was a good choice. Even the Aghanim Scepter is adding value.
Saving
Batosai is down. The jump in is there. They've got the Blade Mail activated. That's one man Black Hole on a Crystal Maiden. Who cares, says A5. Run for it while we can. The other lanes are pushing in. They lost a support and a Nyx. But a BKB and a Black Hole was committed by the council. Again, A5 are okay with that.
So, another strain move coming up from Batosai. He got time lapse and if I'm not mistaken, he ran back or was he swapped back?
I think he was swapped back.
Okay, thank God.
I don't know actually, man. I'm just giving him the benefit of the doubt.
Getting back in the middle of everyone. I'm not sure. Anyways, we both didn't catch it, so let's not speculate. They have the bling, they have the gem, they have the butterfly, even the satanic on the Luna.
Yeah, but I mean, this is it's that point where Len says, you know, this blade mail is not helping too much. This was also questionable item choice, by the way, the blade mail on the Enigma.
On the Ember.
On the Enigma.
What do you,
on the Ember, sorry.
What do you think he drops, and what do you think he picks up instead?
I mean, had he just progressed towards the Maelstrom first and then the Octarine, they'd have a significantly higher amount of damage output. Swap out, Animal saves his buddy once more, but there is more damage coming in. That's a double damage rune on the Weaver. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Misclick. But you get the picture. It is a death on the Venge and a TP out from the Enigma. But no black hole for 60 seconds. So yeah, as I was saying, you know, had he not got the Blade Mail, he probably would have had enough money to finish up the Manta or the BKB at this point, which then, you know, probably prompts Jian to not get a Bloodthorn altogether. Anyway, Nagy's gone to work on the range barracks for now.
There jumps in, immediate BKB coming up from Negi. The Lotus Orb is there, it's not doing too much. And it looks like Aggressive 5 will retreat for the time being. Negi. It did end up...
Casual pushback coming out. Folks, you're gonna have to give us a moment. Looks like our Dota is crashing right now. We're gonna quickly connect to the game and all right, folks. Really sad. We are back in the game, and unfortunately, there was a bit of a hiccup there on our end.
Yeah, it looks like the game is still on. I mean, they're still holding on. Have they lost their racks in the bottom lane?
No, they've actually lost their range barracks. So
okay, so Council will continue fighting in this game. Yeah.
Okay, we didn't miss too much, guys. The
Yeah.
game is still going on. Casual 600 CS on the Weaver, just putting it out there. 600 creeps have been squashed this game. This is probably a new record for the ESL India Premiership as well. We're at 58 minutes. The score is at 30 to 35. These graphs don't mean squat, but A5 has a lead as of now in terms of net worth as well as experience. What should have been a pushing lineup from the Council has essentially turned into X-Hero Siege for them, as they're now defending one last building here with everything they've got.
What is it they've got? They've got a Silver Edge on Jin. Death has completed the BKB and the Blink, but that doesn't mean much. Len, he's completed the Mjolnir. Might have to go for something defensive now, considering the Bloodthorn is out there on the Weaver. Anyway,
Yes, and Weaver on the hunt, by the way. They've gone on Jin. He pops his Silver Edge, but he's okay for now. They don't have a gem, and that trumps Parasite to immediately pick one up.
As Siege number 2 coming out, it looks like the Council have popped. They want to take a fight outside their base. Can Death get the black hole that he's been looking for all game? Negi out of position, blinks out of there.
He's jumped out, but they managed to get the chains off on Pinkpin. Spin swap further in. They will get the kill on Pinkpin here. It looks like they're just going to leave him for dead. He's just going to delay this as much as he can. No one is really going to come in and back him up.
Yeah. Slight lack of coordination there coming out from the council. I mean, they swapped ping, but I saw Nature's Prophet hit creeps. I saw Luna hit creeps. I saw the Sprout whiff completely.
No, I think that was because he was under the E-Blade.
I thought they had detection.
No, he was under E-Blade, right?
No, before it was popped. Then they turned to hit him, then he pops the E-Blade.
Maybe we missed that then, yeah. Anyway.
Yep, can Council hold though? That's the question. It's
Council holding is something that I actually didn't foresee here. It was all in for them, right? You go big or you go home. They tried to push, they failed their push, and this is the point where they should have been going home, but against all odds, they're still holding on. I'm actually surprised Aggressive 5 are having such a hard time to finish this game. There's a Bloodthorn on Negi in addition to the Butterfly and the MKB. I think you get rid of the Hurricane Pike at this point.
One of those items is definitely overkill. Bloodthorn. You need the Bloodthorn for the Ember. What do you drop? I mean, how many seconds are left on that BKB?
You can't drop a BKB, man.
Get a new one? Does he need it?
What?
Sorry. Excuse me. My bad. Anyway, here comes the push from the council.
Basol, Smoke of Deceit now in his backpack here. Just barely gets out of there with the Glimmer Cape. Jin and Len is hovering around him like flies around shit, man. They was ready to bring him down. They'll take what they can get, even if it's just a measly Crystal Maiden at this point.
Why are A5 struggling to win, though, is the question.
A5 was struggling because I think they're just panicking about that black hole now. And the longer they wait, the more time it's going to give Deaths to get more items to help him to get that black hole off. We're yet to see one of those devastating 4-5 man black holes coming out from him. And I'd say a lot of that is attributed to A5 being cautious about the way they push, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there's only so much that Pinkman can do to initiate without getting in trouble himself. He's done a good job of going for the E-Blade instead of the BKB in this game as well.
I like this move coming out from A5. They're looking for a pick-off in the mid lane. But the council, they're just hovering around the high ground. So good stuff coming out from the council as well. They realize that they do not have much vision to work with. There is in fact a lot of aggressive diversion that's scouting out the mid lane coming out from the council. So they do see the council and their movements. They're thinking about a smoke into a wraparound. But the smoke breaks and they just go back to farming.
Yeah, meanwhile, up top, you've got Baby Groots pushing out courtesy the Nature's Prophet. Does he go Aghanims this game? I mean, is there even an opportunity to do that here? You probably get rid of the Solar Crest at this point and build a bigger item. And it looks like he's going for a Bloodthorn of his own.
Dipakk, to deal with the butterfly coming up from the TA, I guess.
You'd rather just get an MKB, man. Because TA's got a BKB.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, I guess if the BKB is only 5 seconds, so Bloodthorn could work in that scenario.
63-minute game. This was supposed to be a push lineup that would end early, but it doesn't seem to be the case. Pinkman crushing creeps, swap back. It looks like this might be Death. Enigma is keeping Death. That's on top of Pinkman, not committing the black hole. This should be a kill. Once again, Pinkman caught out of position and brought down. And Aggressive 5 still struggling to close this game.
Okay, now you're kind of throwing, right, on Aggressive 5. You've allowed a freaking poor support Vengeful Spirit to hit 25. That's bonus 20% Vengeance aura damage, which means just by virtue of staying alive, with no items in her backpack at all, she's adding so much value to the team.
She's also got a Glimmer Cape.
But again, do you not think Magic Missile piercing spell immunity would have been the better choice?
That is honestly very tempting. It looks like Batosai was caught out of position as well, so 2 quick kills, they lose the gem. Aggressive 5. What is the word? Throwing. That's it.
Both teams, man. I really don't think the Vengeance aura bonus was really needed as opposed to the Magic Missile piercing immunity.
I don't know. I mean, he drafted a push lineup, so he's still holding on to his drafted 65 minutes.
Come on, man. That's Magic Missile is what, a 2.5 second duration on the stun? it's 1.8 seconds on the stun duration. 5-second BKB. You're shaving off to almost 2 seconds of that. Isn't that so tempting?
It is. Anyway.
Oh, lens down apparently. Negi and Jian make that quick pick off happen on him.
Mid lane, it looks like teams have had enough. Fasthold is dropping low. The magic missile is there, returned back to Animal. TPs are coming in. Pinkman rethinks his TP there. We've got someone TPing onto Death. Can Death get the black hole his team needs? Animal needs to be careful. Might just end up falling to paddling. We've got the Greaves is keeping everyone alive. Animal dropping lower. Disastrous Eclipse hitting nothing and no one. The siege is there from closer. They're going for the tier 4s. Animal might just end up falling. Head still searching for that. Black hole is there on the Negi. Can closer bring him down? Does Negi have buyback? Looks like he might just end up falling. He buys back into the battle. Jian, aka paddling in the middle of everyone. Time lapses the hell out of there. Pato side jumps in, jumps out of there, and it looks like Jin will end up falling. It's Negi who gets the kill. They're looking for more. They see closer. This should be a kill with all the butterflies and the Bloodthorns coming out. This should be an easy kill on the Luna as well as the Ember Spirit who ends up falling. Buybacks are available and the Council might just have to buy back here.
Yeah, they've got 2 more buybacks available. We already had Aggressive 5 expending what, 3, 4 buybacks?
Negi bought back.
Look at this, man. There's only 3 heroes, 2 heroes that haven't bought back in this game. Enigma's gonna buy back as well, and it's only the Ember that can't come back into this fight. He bought back to enter the fray there, by the way. So the Council are essentially going to be fighting 4 versus 5 without a black hole. This is as good an opportunity as it's going to get, but they're going to try and start off by bringing down Pinkman. He's running, the little pig is running, but Venge is down. It's a dieback, 113 seconds without the Venge, and it looks like it's going to be Mega Creeps in favor of Aggressive 5. The last melee barracks will fall. Aggressive 5 are going for the jugular. Closer's making a run for it, pops his Manta, turns tail, heads back into his fountain, and now they're going for the tier 4s. Jian going to work on that 1 tier 4 tower. As Jin and his boys are just waiting in the fountain. How do they respond to this? Do they have any way to fight back here? Or does A5 just run away themselves? Hell no, they don't. A5 are going for the tier 4s. It's the last hurrah coming out from the Council. If they can fight here, if they can find some kills against all odds, there's going to be multiple diebacks on A5. And clearly they know this, which is why they're spreading up. Pinkman not overcommitting to this fight. Death pops his BKB. What's the point though? It's all physical damage going his way. He ends up dropping. Closer's gone forward. He's gonna get forced out further out. Or he's gonna Hurricane Pike himself out. Jin is down as well. It's a dieback on the Nature's Prophet. And this is it, ladies and gentlemen. A 67-minute ordeal finally comes to an end as Aggressive 5 will take a much deserved victory here. The Council, they fought tooth and nail, man, but they just weren't good enough today.
Yeah. The push lineup really getting pushed around here by Aggressive 5. And they tried their best, but I mean, Enigma was there to push, but was the teamfight the hero is known to provide really there for the Council?
Yeah. Well, folks, we're not going to take up too much more of your time. We know you're here for your daily dose of Chore Police, so we're going to throw it over to the boys from So Strong and the Nordwood production crew. Have a great evening, everyone. This is CloudX and Vivek signing out. You know where to find us. We're on Facebook and Twitter. Bye-bye.
Falling on the ground, long day, but we won't back down. One thing playing on our minds.
Good casting, boys.
Thanks, guys. See you.
Bye-bye. It's good night.
Bye.
I gave and we'll do it again. A cold night getting warmer now. The ground shakes as our love gets loud. We are the champions of the night. We are the champions of the night. Yeah. We are the fighting tide, the ones that burn so bright. We are the champions of the night.
Well, amazing display of gameplay by both the teams here. What you just witnessed was some intense 5v5 action in Dota 2 between Aggressive 5 and the Council from Bangladesh. I don't know why I keep saying Council from Dota 2. They usually go by the name Dota Council, and probably that's the reason why I always goof it up. But then, as you guys saw it, Aggressive 5 takes home the glory and the win, defeating Dota Council from Bangladesh. And now we are going to proceed to the final game of the day here at the ESL India Premiership 2017's live stream. People, everybody following us on the Facebook page of ESL India, the YouTube gaming channel of ESL India. Well, once again, if you just joined in, welcome. Also, in case you want to take part in the ESL India Premiership 2017, the Phase 2 registrations are on. All you got to do is follow that link on the screen, and then after that, you just got to register for the games you want to take part in. Now, moving on, ladies and gentlemen, before we go off into the next game, which is Counter-Strike Global Offensive between Dead Dream versus Entity Esports, let's take a look at the leaderboard in Counter-Strike Global Offensive so far.
Cold light falling on the ground. Long day, but we won't back down. One thing playing on our minds. Long wait, but we won't give up now. You crave the love I gave, and we'll do it again. A cold night getting warmer now. The ground shakes as our love gets loud. We are the champions of the night. We are the champions of the night. Yeah. We are the fighting type, the ones that burn so bright. We are the champions of the night. Champions of the night. Can't tell if we're dreaming now. We watch as the fire falls down. One thing playing on our minds. Time stops and we don't make a sound. You crave the love I gave, and we'll do it again. A cold night getting warmer now. The ground shakes as our love gets loud.
All right, we're back again with the action. Sorry for the minor hiccup there. Apparently, it seems that the camera we're using, it decided to conk off on the battery right at the peak moment when I was going to give you the leaderboard standings. All right, people, let's take a quick look at the Masters League leaderboard standings, after which we'll take a look at the Challenger League leaderboards, and then after that, we'll proceed into the final game for the day here at the ESL India Premiership 2017. That's Entity Esports versus D2D. All right, looking at the leaderboards here right now, there is absolutely no doubt who's reigning supreme here in the Masters League. Risky Gaming stands on the first position with 15 points, 5 matches played, all 5 registered victories. Not even one team has been able to defeat this powerhouse from UAE so far. Now, following them closely behind is Entity Esports with 12 points, 5 matches played, out of which 1 is a loss and 4 are victories. After Entity Esports, we have Semperex on the third position with 9 points in the kitty, 7 matches played, 3 matches as wins and 4 as losses. Now, Trademark Gaming follows closely behind on the fourth position. They have 9 points in the kitty with 6 matches played, 3 wins and 3 losses. Now, quickly, let's take a look at the Challenger League while we're at it in the Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Now, we have Blitz Gaming with 12 points, 6 matches played, 4 wins, 2 losses. On second place, we have 2 Easy Gaming with 12 points, 6 matches played, 4 wins, 2 losses again. Now, Team JHS is again on 12 points, 6 matches in the kitty, and again, 4 wins and 2 losses. And yet again, on the fourth position, we have GMD Gaming, 12 points in their kitty, 6 matches played, 4 wins, 2 losses. Now, talking about the match happening today, we have 2 powerhouses facing off against each other. We have Entity Esports versus Dare to Dream. Now, Dare to Dream has been called as the upcoming Counter-Strike Global Offensive team in the country. Now, they're currently based in Mumbai because they shifted to a boot camp there earlier this year. They're one of the hottest teams to arrive on the Indian Counter-Strike Global Offensive scene. Now, the team did win the Challenger to Counter-Strike Global Offensive event of ESL India Premiership last year and were one of the top 4 CSGO teams in the 2016 Masters. Now, they're led by Bhavin, Hellranger, Kotwani, and they've had a roster change earlier this year. D2D began their ESL India Premiership 2017 campaign on a high note, but lately the team has been losing its steam as well as quite a few vital matches. Now, they currently stand on the ESL India Premiership 2017 CSGO Masters table with hopes that maybe they can break ice, because facing them today in today's game is Entity Esports, another Mumbai-based team made up of former members of Invisible Wings. As Invisible Wings, this team has won the Challenger 1 of the CSGO event of the ESL India Premiership. They were one of the top 2 CSGO teams at the 2016 Masters. They are led by our very own favorite Simar Sai Sethi, the man who is literally the backbone of this CS team called Entity Esports. Now, the team has been quite consistent in the Indian esports scene. They have a strong presence within the ESL India Premiership 2017, but have only 1 loss against their name, which was again incurred against the UAE-based powerhouse Risky Gaming. They currently stand second on the ESL India Premiership 2017 CSGO Masters table. Well, these are the 2 teams facing off against each other today. Right about now, both teams are ready to have a go at each other. And trust me, if you guys have witnessed these 2 teams in action, you know for a fact that this is going to be a firecracker of a match. Now, joining us in this game is going to be Archie Fett as a caster. Now, Archie is one of those casters who likes to take things practically a little different, because it's not every day you get to see a caster going and doing his stuff in Hindi. So before we head on to the game, let me take a leaf out of Fed's book and say स्वागत करता हूं मैं आप सब लोगों का ESL India Premiership 2017 के इस एडिशन में, brought to you by Omen by HP, HyperX, Zowie by BenQ, और इस पूरे टूर्नामेंट के कार्यकर्ता जो हैं वो नॉटविन गेमिंग है. आइए बढ़ते हैं काउंटर स्ट्राइक ग्लोबल ऑफेंसिव की तरफ.
Cold light falling on the ground. Long day, but we won't back down. One thing playing on our minds. Long wait, but we won't give up now. You crave the love I gave, and we'll do it again. A cold night getting warmer now. The ground shakes as I love.
well, they're the most, only two paid teams in the country as of now. It is going to be Mirage, or as I now like to call it, Dust 3, because I've lost count of the number of games I've casted on this map in this very tournament thus far. But yep, it's going to be a very exciting match. Both these teams with it all to prove, and we're going to be going live with the pistol in about 2 seconds right now. So let's go and see what buys come in from both the teams. D2D, a very tactical team on Mirage, and Entity, a very explosive one. So it's going to be like when an immovable object meets an unstoppable force, if I am to quote the Dark Knight, although incorrectly, but still. So Kappa is going to be playing with the smoke and the kit, and everyone else with the armor. No upgraded pistols. On the flip side, A-Star is going to be running the Raid Boss setup with that Tech 9 armor, while Sai and Ace run utility. And it's going to be coming down to this A execute. In the meantime, D2D have set up for a fast B play. There's 3 players over by the B bomb site, but they're not going to be seeing much action. It's all going to come down to Kappa and Shabby here, who's going to be playing jungle in a bit once the smokes do come raining. And he's going to be cut off completely. He does go tapping away, lands a few shots. Kappa, in the meantime, doing the smart things, falling back. They're going to be playing for the retake. In the meantime, bomb will be going down and 3 players will be aggressing off CT spawn. Kappa needs to be careful. And the boost. Okay, jump spotting, doing the smart thing. And there we go. Kappa getting tagged down, immediately getting taken down. In the meantime, it all is coming down to Blackhawk. He's also tapping away, unable to land the shots in the meantime. Players are just falling like flies left, right, and center. Shabby and Hellranger do find the kills. Hellranger with a quick 2k there, bringing it down to a 3v2. Blackhawk will go very low. And he's the one with the kit, so he needs to be careful. It's all going to come down to him. Sai, in the meantime, does find a kill on a Hellranger. It's down to a 1v2 situation. Sai still with the Glock, but there we go. Hellrangers, Shabby sticking the defuse. The first round going to D2D. A very explosive first round setup, pistol round setup from Entity. They just dropped down 2 nades and just dropped into the A bomb site. Just came swarming out. And I really like what D2D have done so far from what I've seen D2D bring to Mirage. They're a fairly static team. Their CT side setup is extremely predictable, or has become extremely predictable. They lost yesterday to TMG on this very map, and it primarily came down to the fact that TMG just read them like an open book. It was a close game. They did lose 16-14, but the thing with Hell is that he rarely contests mid. He'll put Antidote here at B short while he'll play Get Right, and Shabby will be playing from here once they have the double up setup going by Ticket Booth. And they've just got this huge crossfire setup with the 2 cannons just looking across each other all the way throughout mid. So it's a very, very predictable setup, and I'm pretty sure Entity would have done their homework as well, which is why I'm curious to see what changes Hellranger has brought into this map. And there we see the smokes come raining in, and it's a force buy. This might just catch D2D off guard. And Excali does get spotted out by Hellranger, but his aim failing him. And now Excali knows exactly where Hellranger is. At least one player is. In the meantime, Shabby with the scout. He's got it all to do. And because of Excali's position, he's not allowing the rotates to come in as freely as they would have. And even if they do come up CT, that's just one position they have to worry about, because Excali's got market and jungle on lockdown. So they just have to worry about connector and CT spawn. And that's exactly what we see. Like 3 players from D2D have just swarmed into CT spawn. They're getting funneled into the A bomb site, and they've cleared off. In the meantime, A-Star gets the kill onto Blackhawk, and Excali is just going to make his way out and catch Antidote, just swiping his knife at the air. But in the meantime, Hellranger does find a quick kill. Ruby, in the meantime, has found Kappa. Oh, and he runs out of bullets, but that Tappa. Look at what A-Star is doing. It's so smart. He's still in the smoke, and he's just going to be stabbing away. X-Star lands the knife onto Antidote. That's extra money going into them, going into his wallet for the next round. And I think we're going to see a force buy coming out of D2D as well. I mean, there's no reason to eco until some team puts 2 rounds on the board, you know, back to back. So they might just want to force into this. And yep, immediate force buy coming out, because the economy on Entity isn't that great either. They can break them back if they play it correctly. But that round just came down to excellent positioning from Excali. His position up by Sniper Nest just delayed the rotations just that much longer, and then A-Star just sitting in the smoke, chilling. Okay, Hellranger needs to be careful, because Ace does get tagged down to 34 points of health. Hell taking a little bit of damage in return, but nothing severe. In the meantime, very heavy presence by high mid for Entity Esports. It looks like it's gonna be a pincer play towards the A bomb side, if I'm not mistaken, because the bomb is slowly making its way over to the A bomb side. Ace always the lurk player. In the meantime, look at Sai. Look at Sai's position. He's playing all the way up chair. He's moved up. And it's going to be a pincer A play coming in with Sai just here to hold off the rotates coming in from B short or sniper nest, wherever. He's going to make his play after the smokes go raining in into the A bomb site. And Hell needs to be careful. He might just get caught off guard by Sai's position here. And Kappa, the only player who's playing aggressive by the A bomb site, again needs to be careful. He has the 5-7. That gun can do serious work at the close ranges, and Ribby is just gonna get instant decapitation for Kappa. And there we go. The smokes come raining in. Shabby is gonna be, taking a few pot shots in Palace, but Sai is just gonna run him down. Like I said, Hellranger in the meantime has made his way over to ticket booth, but that's not gonna work out. And there we go. Now the only survivor is Antidote, who's just gonna be looking to save that armor and the pistol to take in the next round, which is going to be an eco for Dare to Dream. And I like this from Entity. They have worked on this map. They're reading D2D. They're reading D2D, and they've just executed 2 almost flawless rounds. And this round, an absolute textbook example of how to play an anti-eco. They used their utility perfectly. They got map control. They sold a fake towards the B bomb side and focused the players to stay and not allow them to rotate very early. Sai played the perfect active lurk role there, taking a more proactive role once the execute came in, because he knew that most of the CTs who were towards the A bomb site, their attention would be focused towards A ramp and Palace. Shabby getting tunnel vision by the because of the scout didn't help matters either, and Kappa going down without much of a fight to Ribby way too early into the execute also didn't help D2D's case. Either ways, 2 rounds to Entity, 1 round to D2D, and now the eco will come out in full force for Dare to Dream. There we go. Yet again, instant mid control established. And A-Star opening things up with the kill onto Kappa. And I don't think A-Star's done. He's hungry. He wants more frags. In the meantime, Sai is going to be making his way into the bomb set, but he's getting shot in the back by Shabby. Dinks up Hellranger, and that nade. Hellranger just manages to make his way out to safety, but in the meantime, Antidote does come in with the quick kill. Excali does get found by Hellranger. I don't know how Hellrangers managed to stay alive so long. And Blackhawk, the lone survivor, up against 3 rifles, 1 M4 and 2 AKs with no armor and just a USP. And that round ends exactly as you'd expect it to end, with Blackhawk's swift and speedy demise. D2D still playing with the stand-in Kappa. Poker F is not yet in the roster. He did play the first few games where Blackhawk was missing, and now Blackhawk's back and Poker F's gone. So Kappa is still more or less a permanent fixture right now in the D2D lineup. Okay, then, in the meantime, the first gun round is coming out for D2D. And Shabby's going to make his way into ladder room. He needs to be careful because Ace is just underneath, and they're going to be moving up mid very soon. And this is what they do almost all the time. And there's Hellranger with the op. It's curious, you rarely see Hell wield the big green gun. It's mainly Shabby or Antidotes calling, to be very honest, but Hell needs to be careful. Sai and Ace both just waiting by underpass. In the meantime, I like this aggressive position coming out from Blackhawk and Kappa. They're going to catch them off guard if they're not careful. And there we go. But no, A-Star's just too quick on the draw. In the meantime, bomb gets put down by Kappa. This can be absolutely disastrous. And Sai is left wondering where his team is and how did they all just fall in an instant. Kappa, in the meantime, still has bomb control. It'll all come down to Ribby and Sai, but Ribby needs to be careful. He can get peeked from multiple angles from the place where he's playing from, including Kappa, who can pop up and shoot him in the back. Kappa, bad play coming out from Kappa there. There's no need to peek that angle. You have teammates in support over by a CT spawn. There's no earthly reason why Kappa should be peeking that And perfect double peek. Oh, Hell Ranger legging the lone survivor that is Ribby there. And I don't think he'll manage to get the bomb down. Nope, he doesn't. And he goes down. Antidote getting the kill onto Ribby. And that's 3 rifles kept alive. That is crucial because now they'll be able to drop these 2 rifles to the remaining 2 players, buy up and have a decent buy going into this round with all the nades and the utility that are required for a successful CT hold. And there we go, instantly Hell Ranger passing that op on to Shabby, who I think passes it on to Antidote. Nope, he's still going to stick with the op. Antidote more than content, sticking with the AK-47 for the time being. Yeah. As always, Entity love going for this mid aggression. This is their go-to thing. Oh, and Sai, what a shot onto Antidote. He knows exactly where Antidote is playing from. Peeks around that smoke and just instantly smashes his face in with the AK-47. In the meantime, Kappa's just stuck in the middle of nowhere. Tries to flash himself out, but does manage to land the headshot onto Ace. But Sai is gonna be there for the quick refrag. It's down to a 3v4, and this B hit is gonna come in, or at least A-Star. He gets flashed off and falls back. They're trying to sell this B execute, and it's kind of working. Shabby has rotated towards the B bomb site, and the A bomb site is actually ripe for the taking. And the CTs, if you will see, them going to make their way towards the A bomb site. And in the meantime, A-Star, what is this? What is even happening? How do A-Star and Blackhawk just bypass each other? And now they should know this is an A play, and they're just taking a bit too long to execute onto this A bomb site. Entity Esports, it was completely ripe for the taking, but in the meantime, Shabby is here with his big green gun. And he knows what's up, but the bomb will get planted. In the meantime, Blackhawk, caught switching weapons. The proverbial curse of the knife, as I call it. Anyway, Shabby left alone in the 1v3 with the op. He might want to look towards saving it, but I don't think he's in any position to save it. And Sai Marioing his way out of there, but Shabby does land the kill onto Ribby, but he's not getting pinched from 2 sides, and there we go. Down goes Shabby, and 4 rounds on the board for Entity Esports. Mind you, ladies and gentlemen, this is Mirage, and CT side is the favorite side on this map. And what is this I see? Okay. Sai gonna wield the op. As we all know, he is a prodigious talent with the big green gun, and considered by many pundits in the country to be the best player in India as of now. And that is including the fact that he is a very good opper, an extremely potent rifleman, and also a pretty adept in-game leader. And Dare to Dream get hard reset there, instantly forced back onto the eco. Oh, Sai missing that flick, but does not know where Antidote is playing from. Is going to get Molotoved off. Antidote taking a more passive position. In the meantime, A-Star finding the kill onto Hell Ranger, who pushed up underpass. I'm more curious to see where this A aggression leads up. Shabby and Blackhawk peek A ramp. They see that it's completely empty. That's going to allow for the rotate to come in from Kappa, who's going to now push over to the B bomb site. But Ribby, in the meantime, with the drive-by gun, just pops into the A bomb site, sees that everything is empty, and he's ready for a flank. But here's the sad bit, though. D2D have nothing but starter pistols, and Excali needs to be careful because he might just get jumped by 2 counter-terrorists in mid. Meantime, Ribby's just poised here to get the kill, and there we go. Shabby gets the kill onto Sai of all people, and that's bombed down yet again, and Shabby with the op. Oh no, Blackhawk with the op. I'm curious to see what he does with it. They think there's going to be aggression up by Palace, but it's going to be coming from mid. And actually it's going to be coming from all directions. And Ribby there already because of his positioning, and Blackhawk missing that shot. That is extremely unfortunate. And now A-Star's just going to go peeking, and Shabby does manage to find the kill. But Blackhawk yet again whiffing another shot. You really can't miss those. Blackhawk, this is just unacceptable. Should have just passed the op over onto, oh god, Shabby, and then he gets taken down by Ribby, who picks up a brace with the Mac-10 and managed to recover the op as well. So yeah, good damage done by D2D there, getting those 2 rifles out of Entity Esports' hand. They were on a full eco. But here's the thing though, just doing economic damage at this point might not be their best course of action, because they are looking at a double eco. At the best, they can buy up, pistols and maybe body armor, maybe, because they'll be on a 2 round. Yeah, they've lost 2 rounds. They're gonna get 2,400 in the next round. So they should be going into this round with as little investment as possible, because with the 2400 coming in from the loss bonus for this round, they can actually look to do some damage and maybe pull out that favored double op setup. But here's the thing though. Entity have already put 5 rounds on the board. This is the T side on Mirage. And yeah, they'll get to 6. Easy. I'm calling it. It's going to be 6 rounds for Entity Esports by the end of this round. And that's job done. You get a couple of more rounds and you've won the half, essentially. And then you switch over to the favored side, that is the CT side. And we've all seen that Entity have worked a lot on both their T side and their CT side on this map because they play it so bloody often. So D2D have their task cut out for them. And for all you Brutals fans in the house, I am really sorry to inform you that they have lost their game against Team Wolf. I think the score is 16-7. But anyway, Brutality, a team of very high caliber, so they'll be back fighting, and you know, they'll come out swinging from the gates, ready to fight on another day. So don't get disheartened, folks. Everyone's team loses. I know that for a fact because I support Manchester United. Yes, I said Manchester United. Deal with it. And they've been in a slump for the past 4 years, and I still support them. I'm a proud red. GGMU, as they say. And I think it is a tactical timeout being called by D2D. They're just going to plan what their buy is going to be. And yeah, I think a few players might just invest into armor pistols. Some might get nades and upgraded pistols, but it should be more or less a hard eco, or as hard as it can get. That is not an innuendo. That is an actual Counter-Strike term. But yeah, this game between Entity Esports and Dare to Dream is supposed to be between the 2 best teams in the country. So it is going to be an exciting match, but so far Entity seems to be running away with this. And look at this aggression from Kappa. He's just going to go bombarding up Palace, but look at this. Ribby's ready for it. He's heard Kappa. He knows what's coming his way, but Kappa's doing the smart thing. Scouts it out, falls back, is going to still... Yeah, he's going to take a more passive role here by the A-bomb side. In the meantime, Antidote is over by B-Shot. A-Star's made his way into B-Apps. And this is going to be curious because Hellranger is making a lot of noise and is going to take a very, very forward stance over by Apartments here. Needs to be careful though. This is a very common spot, especially during anti-eco. So it is checked quite often. And A-Star is one of the more meticulous players when it comes to clearing of angles in the Indian CSGO scene. Maybe Antidote will bait for Hellranger. It might be what's coming up in the scenario that A-Star does indeed peak this. Because the A-bomb side, as you can clearly see, has been completely vacated. And they're hedging all their bets. They've gone for a B stack. 4 players. The only player left here is Blackhawk, who's on the quick rotate. And yeah, so there we go. Antidote does bait for Hell. That nade's going to do a hell lot of damage. And there we go. Decapitation station. Right there. Hellranger gets the kill onto A-Star. But now the bomb is making its way over to the A-bomb side, and now the quick rotate's coming in. They have the man advantage, Hellranger, with the AK-47. What can he do with it is the question. Because the A-bomb side has been completely relinquished. And Excali here, again, primely poised to stop any rotation coming in. Ace, in the meantime, does spot out 2 players by CD Spawn. And he's going to smash Kappa in the face with his Fire Serpent. Again, not an innuendo. And Ribby does spot out the player in market. I think Hellranger should look to save, but look at this. Look at this flank. Such a smart player. Gets the drop on side, but there we go. Ace, not taking no for an answer, gets the kill onto Hellranger. And that's all she wrote for Dare to Dream this round. All Antidote can hope for is maybe a couple of exits. Because I think he's looking to go down with the bomb. And so is Ribby. Ribby needs to hightail it out of there. And Ribby's going to get slowed down because of that. P250 shots in the back. And Antidote is going to go down with the bomb. Nope. Excali going to end him with the instant headshot from B-Shot. But only 2 players surviving there for Entity Esports. Yet another good eco coming out from D2D. This keeps the T economy in check. If you look at right now, A-Star is just on $3,000. And Ace will have to drop a gun over for him. And that's not good. They're keeping the T economy in check. And there we go, like I said, the double op setup coming out from D2D. And I'm pretty sure where they're going to be playing from as well. There'll be one op in A site. And one op, that is Antidote, will go towards B short. Well, hopefully. Or eventually that's going to be the late round play after the initial aggression has been stymied or seen off by D2D. Shabby going to peek mid. I mean, it's a good idea. You know why? Because Entity have looked towards going mid every round till now. They've gotten complete mid control. They get so much map control because of the passive aggressive approach that Hell has to Mirage. That, you know, they can do whatever the hell they want after the 1 minute mark or the 50-second mark. They can actually fake onto one bomb side, go to the other, or as has been the case for the past few rounds, they've just walked into the A bomb side because D2D hedged their bets onto one bomb side and it didn't work out for them. They didn't make it expensive though. In the meantime, Shabby is going to make his way over to stairs, and Antidote still holding B short. Okay, this is a good switch up for D2D. They might not be expecting the op to play stairs right off the bat, but Shabby needs to be careful. There's a player making his way up mid. And there are two players in Palace. If he peeks this, he's going to get a free kill. There we go. Also spots out bomb. And Shabby ever so vigilant. In the meantime, Blackhawks ideally poised to get the drop onto Ribby. There we go. Kappa does get the decapitation going for Ribby. Shabby getting the kill onto Sai. It's all down to Excali and Ace. Oh, scratch that, just Ace. And he's completely white as fresh snow, as they say. Managing to, just Hellranger barely surviving by the skin of his teeth on 8 HP. And a flawless round coming out from D2D. And they needed this. They needed it desperately because now they can actually start building out that economy, which is still not looking very good. And on the flip side, Entity have just enough to eke out another buy. This is where it was crucial to get as many kills on those eco rounds. As you can already see, the money has been depleted. The piggy bank is completely empty on Entity, and Ribby is forced to play with a Tech 9 and armor and some utility. But then, don't underestimate the Tech 9. It is a meme gun for a reason, ladies and gentlemen. Blackhawk gonna push up, underpass, and gets a drop onto Ace. Beautiful opening kill. There's no need to play here. No need to continue playing here. Just fall back. That Molotov not gonna reach him, but Keck 9 time. In the meantime, Excali does find the kill onto Hellranger as well, but man advantage still with the CTs. The bomb is down. Bomb is down in a very inconvenient position because Antidote's going to be marking it with the op. Oh no, he's relinquishing it. That's good. That's good because he could get double peeked and taken down. Antidote playing it very smart. Kappa just watching market very passively. Sorry, Sniper Nest very passively. And in the meantime, Shabby. Everyone's relinquished the bomb side. They're playing passive. They're playing for the retake. And I mean, why the hell not, right? You're a man to the good. No need to give them free kills because as of now, Entity will be playing for the trades, and that might just be a problem because there's no trade potential for the CTs right now. So, which is why they've given up the sites. They're playing passive, and they're allowing Entity to enter the bomb sites, whichever one they choose. This might work out in favor of D2D actually. Excali being very meticulous, checking every angle, gets spotted out, and that's bomb down. And that should be all she wrote for Entity Esports this round as well. Sai knows where Kappa's playing from, but does get tagged up in the meantime. Shabby with the op. Let's be honest, folks. Let's not take anything away from Sai. With this man, anything is possible, but not today. Not today, because Antidote is here with his big green gun, and he showed up onto this server, and he means business. And there we go. 2 rounds on the trot for D2D, and they did lose 2 rifles there, but they'll be able to buy into this round comfortably enough. No need to panic yet, and this should be an easy round for D2D. Well, should, because they have struggled against the anti-eco many a times in this game, in this series so far. So I think it is a tactical timeout coming in from Entity Esports. They're just going to decide what to do. If they were listening to me, I'd say, bros, just please eco. You're going to get 2,400 in the next round. That means Excali can drop the op for Sai or Ribby or Ace or whoever is feeling the op that round. And everyone else will be able to buy up comfortably. But this is Indian Counter-Strike, so folks, so most common sense does go out of the window when it comes to that, ever so tempting force buy. I've seen it happen all too often. Don't take this as negativity. It is actual genuine critique. And I've had this discussion with Equitas and I've had this discussion with Bleh, both of whom I consider to be far more knowledgeable in the CSGO world than myself. And they both agree that the first team in the entire Asian region that actually gets a good, economy management going will be going very far, not only in the region, but also internationally. By that, I mean they might just break out into tier 2 NA or tier 2 Europe. As of now, the tendency has been that if a force buy is available, there's the inclination to go for it, that itch that, okay, maybe we might be able to do some economic damage onto the enemy team. While that's good in the first few rounds, eventually it does come to bite you in the ass because you never ever get a good economy going. And yeah, it's good. I think Entity have decided to just go with upgraded pistols. Not a big fan of the Deagle coming out onto Ribby though, because next round he's going to be on a fairly limited buy. He's going to have $4,000 in the bank if he doesn't manage any kills, that is. But we all know the Deagle and how potent it is in the hands of these players, especially. Oh, wow, that was a long monologue. Anyway, pause should be called off. I think Hell might have timed out. Let me just check what's the deal. Yeah, it is a technical timeout, so I think there might be some issue with either one of the players, either their internet connections or their mice or their keyboards or their $10,000 gaming chairs. You never know. You never know with pro players. But yeah, Shabby, I would suggest he actually upgrade his armor and buy up some head armor going into this round. It'll just cost him $350. That should be the minimum investment he should be looking to make. Because, they're facing off against pistols, and this is the kind of round where no head armor can come to bite you in the ass. Okay then. Match is still paused. Wonder what's the issue. Okay. They're asking for a 1-minute pause. Alright, that's cool. So we can have a little chat, a little heart-to-heart with chat until then. Sonu Kumar, ye caster kaun hai re? Yeah, Top Kek has answered your question, so you can read his comment. So has Kunal Patel. Jafar Nayak, I do not disagree with you, my friend. He is a very, very good caster. Definitely the best in Asia, not just India, Asia, in my humble opinion. I'm talking about Blair, by the way, guys, for those of you who don't know. And yep, match has been unpaused. So we're going to be going live with the 11th round between Dare to Dream and Entity Esports. By coming in, Shabby is still opting to not go for the head armor. Might just pay for it. You never know. You never know. As they always say, better safe than sorry, and Shabby is just playing it a bit too cavalier in my opinion. Blackhawk with the aggression. He's gonna take his position under Palace. Antidote's back, doing antidote things over by B Short, and Shabby's trained his op over by B Apps. He needs to be careful. He might just get bum rushed. There is a flash. There are 2 flashbangs onto Excali. Oh, does Shabby spot out the player? Yes, he does. And tags him down to 10 HP. And there's the Molotov. Should be coming down anytime now. Because they're going to be pushing through. Oh, Shabby, because of being blind, I think he messed up his Molotov. Yeah, he kind of sort of did. Meantime, A-Star, the player who's been tagged up, has made his way up underpass. And now they have a good crossfire setup by mid. Well, the bomb is still undecided as to where it'll eventually go. And look at that, Hellranger always playing get right. It's his favorite position here over by the B bomb site on Mirage. Players still haven't budged from the A bomb site, though the 2 players who were initially committed here are still here. That is Kappa and Blackhawk. They need to be careful though, and Antidote needs to be watching mid. Oh, this can get hairy, but look at that flick from Antidote. Getting the kill onto A-Star, and oh, does get overrun in the meantime. Hellranger, wake up. Okay, neither of the teams communicating at all because Hellranger seemed unfazed by the fact that his opper just went down at B Shot. Does manage to land the headshot onto Ace, and they just lose that 1 rifle. One player who was Antidote playing with the op, so that's an investment recovered. And in the meantime, yeah, the money is going to be good enough for Entity to buy into this round. But as I said, Ribby is going to be hurting. And so will A-Star. They went down without a single kill, and their money is, well, as you can see from the utility buy-up from Entity Esports, it is pretty shite at this moment. Pretty damn shite. And this push-up, Palace can catch someone off guard, and that's bomb down. Kappa's been doing this so very often, and gets the second kill on Ribby as well. Wow, this round over before it even started, unfortunately. Blackhawk's gonna see some action, does manage to click onto A-Star, spraying away into the smoke, not allowing anyone to push through it. But what? Okay, Antidote's watching while I think Shabby is rotating. In the meantime, Hellrange is watching the smoke very carefully. He should avoid that pop flash. Oh, gun comes out. Ace needs to be careful. Kappa has recovered an AK-47, but Ace does get his face smashed in, wow, blah. Does get his face smashed in by Kappa there, leaving it all down to Sai with the lone AK-47 against 4 players. What can he do? Kappa still the lone defender in Palace, and there we go. Instant and precise lobotomy performed on Sai there. 4 players still survived from D2D. And they've changed things up. They've changed things up in a big way. D2D, after their loss to TMG, they've gone back to the drawing board and reassessed how to approach Mirage. And it is showing in their playstyle. Entity, I don't think they're prepared. They've come prepared to what D2D might have changed up in their approach to the map. And they're finding it difficult right now on the T side to find a way in. They did manage to string 5 rounds together. But after that, Hell took that tactical timeout, made the changes necessary, and it's paying huge dividends. Entity Esports, with a buy that screams YOLO Tech 9 rush after the smokes bloom. It just yells that. Antidote needs to be careful, bro. There's a player right underneath him. That is Sai. He's gonna get Molotoved off. Good read from Entity, and the smokes come raining in on the A-bomb side, and it's all down to Kappa and Blackhawk, the designated A players. Bomb still making its way out. It's still an A-ramp, and that flash is gonna delay them even further, and that smoke. Will they be daring enough to push it? Blackhawk needs to be careful. Oh, missing that spray onto A-Star, and now they know where he's playing from. Down goes Kappa as well, and Hellranger. Now, the last line of defense, and he's gonna get rushed down and taken down. In fact, Antidote missing the no-scope. Oh my god, this round has gone so south, it's not even funny. Australians are looking up and saying, oh, might. But yeah, ignore the cringy accent. I can't do accents, I'm really, really sorry. My own put-on accent should be enough for the time being. In the meantime, it's down to Shabby. He has the utility to flush out and isolate the 1v1s, has a Molotov, has the kit, has a smoke, and a flashbang. The question is, what can he do? A Molotov off Excali. He's going to force him to come out into the open. Oh, but he really got to hit those. And now it's all down to Ribby versus, A-Star versus Shabby. Shabby has no choice. He tries to fake the defuse the bomb. Oh, Shabby. Why are you missing those, boy? And A-Star lands the spray battle, wins it. 7 rounds on the board for Entity Esports. And let's take a look. Let's take a look over at the money on D2D, and it is looking absolutely sick. They'll be able to buy into this round at least, no problem whatsoever. Around 10k on 2 players. So yeah, they're going to be spreading out the economy, but now it gets dicey because if they lose this round, they might have to go into the final round with a very sparse and put together and a cobbled together buy, as I like to call it. Three players. They changed it up. Oh, the aggression by Shabby paying dividends. Excali going down a bit too soon, but Blackhawk's completely Snow White right now. Shabby does find the kill on Ribby, but 2 quick kills, and the man advantage has been neutralized. In the meantime, they're not gonna check under Palace, and Blackhawk lines 2. It's down to a 1v2. Sai against the world. He's gonna find, I don't know, Hell doing whatever, I guess. Peeking with a nade, just not done, and he should be able to get the bomb down. In the meantime, Antidote is rotating in from Sniper Nest. What is the play that Sai is going to go for is the question. He can actually quietly sneak into the B bomb side, but he's made noise. Antidote might be able to hear this, or he might just get caught off guard. It all comes down to this, and I like doing the Jaws music in this scenario. Da-da, 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 does get spotted out. and Sai beating a hasty retreat. Now they know he's headed towards the B bomb side, and they should just regroup and try and get the kill on him with the trades. I mean, Hell should just bait for Antidote and try and get the kills, but Sai playing this very smartly. There we go. That flashbang gonna give their positions away. Will they be expecting Sai to be playing such an aggressive angle? There goes the only player with HP, but Sai is looking the absolute wrong direction. And Hellranger managing to find the kill. Does not have a kit, but there's ample time left on the timer to get the defuse in. And my god, did that round come down to the wire. Hellranger managing to clutch that round by the skin of his teeth. What a round. I mean, my heart is racing. I can only imagine what's going through Hellranger's, like the range of emotions Hellranger's going through. And now, because they got immediately reset, Entity have bugger all in terms of money to go into the last round. They have 2 UMPs, 2 Tech-9s, and 1 Galil out onto Ribby. Decent amount of smokes. They have 4 smokes, 3 Molotovs, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 flashbangs. That is all. Ooh. Fast play out onto mid. Antidote needs to be careful. Oh, does land the tag. And Blackhawk playing on the edge of the smoke. Both Blackhawk and A-Star are just flirting with danger here. A-Star is going to get flashed in, and Blackhawk needs to book it. There we go. Smart call. In the meantime, Kappa missing that jump. Unfortunate there. He's gonna get swarmed very soon. Makes his way onto triple. Does get spotted out. Getting shot from 3 different directions. And goes down immediately. He falls like a sack of potatoes. And Antidote gets the kill on Ribby. Needs to be careful. Does spot outside. But I don't know what he's doing there. What the hell are you doing there, Antidote? Gets his head completely blown off by Sai. 3v4. Sai with the op. What can he do? Gets the kill onto Blackhawk. That is why you do not relinquish an op to this man. Oh, but Shabby there with the quick trade. And A-Star gonna get found out by Hellranger. Down to a 2v2 retake situation. Bomb has gone down. It's Ace and Excali. Excali's managed to recover an ump. He's gonna rotate all the way to Palace. This is a smart play. They might not expect 2 players playing Palace at this point, but that doesn't matter because Ace finds the kill onto Hellranger, but Shabby burning Ace alive. Oh, Shabby. What you do, Shabby? Oh, down to 4 health. Down to 4 health. Excali. A tickle. Tickle his cheek. Yeah, there we go. Tickle on the right cheek. And down goes Shabby. 8 rounds to 7. And Entity managing to pull that round out of their asses. Somehow managing to put 8 on the board. And that is a commendable outcome for the T-half for Entity. 8 rounds to 7. Now they'll be starting on the favored side. That is the CT side. D2D really need this pistol round to swing the momentum back into their favor. It has been a topsy-turvy game, folks. Back and forth, constantly. But yeah. Match has been paused. I think it is a tactical timeout because we all know how much Hell values his strats, and he needs to pull something out of a hat. He needs this pistol round more than ever if he wants to swing the momentum back into his favor. Entity Esports is a team that very much plays off of confidence, and to boot, they are a team with true grit and true stamina. They can go the distance if required. They batten down the hatchets and just wear you out in a battle of attrition. That's the caliber that Entity brings to the table, and D2D need to rise to this occasion. They're vying for the top spot in the country, and that is the only way through is through Entity. So yeah, let's see what they have in store for us. Wow, 3 players playing utility. Pardon my French, but who the thunk it? Not me for sure. Might just see a brand new pistol strat coming out, and Kappa gonna be challenging up mid. And Entity more than happy to give up mid control. In the meantime, Bomb is making its way over to the B bomb site. And Excali and A-Star, the 2 defenders, the 2 aim gods that are on Entity Esports' roster, are going to be defending this. And I like this, D2D. They do have a tendency to leave the round a bit too late, in my opinion, and then they just get slaughtered as they walk into a bomb site without checking corners. They're a bit too premature with their utility usage as well. But it is the pistol round, so it'll come down to raw aim at the end of the day. Blackhawk trying to be cheeky. And the A-pincer play coming out into full force. And Ruby gonna spot 3 teams, just gonna jumping out. And in the meantime, A-Star, does get taken out. It's gonna be the mid-to-B play. The world-renowned mid-to-B play. And it's all coming down to Excali to stop this. Tapping away, doesn't land the shot. Managed to get the kill onto Antidote. And Ace finding Shabby. And look at that. Excali clotheslining Blackhawk. Ribby finding Tap. And now it's all down to the captain. The one and only Hellranger. In a 1v2, Ribby is internally bleeding, though. There's the first time I said that, folks. Don't pick on me that much. Doesn't have armor to work with, so the aim punch will be real. Ribby spots him crossing market, and he's going to make his way back into market. This is an interesting position here. But Ace, oh my god, look at this. This is too intense, folks. Ace still clearing out the corners. He's going to spot out Hell. Oh, the patience. Ace lines it up. Smacks him in the back of the head, gangland style. Good night, Hellranger. Pistol round going to Entity Esports. Oh, I need a drink of water after that round. Don't worry, guys. This cast is going to only be in English. Might just throw in a few choice Hindi quotes here and there, but that's all the Hindi that's going to come out from me as of now. And as we see, the immediate force buy coming up. Surprise, surprise. And what is it going to be? Is it going to be YOLO B? The walking up have made some noise. A-Star's going to chuck that nade in, and it's going to do... Hellranger getting caught in the spam and taking some significant nade damage there. And this is why, ladies and gentlemen, you don't do Suka Bliat Rashbi, my friend. And it's not going to be the case because the entire T side is just bunched up outside B. Apps, Hellranger taking even more damage, and this time self-inflicted though. What is even happening right now? What is even happening? They're gonna go barreling out through the smoke, and Excali and A-Star gonna hear every bit. There we go, Antidote, mid-air decapitation. Thank you very much. A-Star in ninja spot. He's gonna go, try and avoid, cancel the bomb plant if need arises. There we go, gets one, unable to land anymore. Excali in the meantime staying alive, somehow gets even more. Ribby chiming in with a kill of his own, and look at that aim from Excali. Please, Excali, have some mercy. He's like the one-man clothesline machine. The way he's hitting with shots with that ump is just stopping D2D in their tracks, just stomping on their faces left, right, and center. Sweet headshots. It's like in Excali's brain, Scream.exe got initiated for that round, and he just found heads left, right, and center. Okay, Sai doing Sai things, pushing up mid, getting 2 kills in the meantime. Hey, there we go. A-Star cleans out that round. It was a full eco, nothing really to see there, nothing really to talk about. That round over even before it started, and I think even Hell's call was like, hey, just go mid and die. We need the guns now. Let's get the AKs and then we can make something happen. But they need to make something happen, and they need to make it happen fast. It's 11 rounds to 7. And the money on Entity looking just absolutely sublime. Only Sai hurting because, well, he bought up the op. A-Star still choosing to stick with the UMP. I mean, why not? It looks like he's going to be pushing underpass this round or pushing up mid, either or. Yeah, he's going to be pushing up underpass this round. Aggressive play. And he's just going to be waiting here. In the meantime, he's not going to find anyone, though, because it looks like it's going to be a vanilla A execute, at least, coming out. It's going to be a fast play. I mean, I wouldn't advise... I would advise against a fast play in this round because they're going up against a CT side stacked to the balls with utility. So, they can just molly you out, nade you, flash you, and do all that good stuff. And you'll be on half HP even before you walk out onto the bomb site. So, yeah. Really would advise D2D against, any sort of fast play this round. And they don't heed it. No, wait. They're stopping that. Out come the Molotovs, and they're not pushing yet. I think they're going to do like a fake out onto A and then a dry execute. They're just going to walk out onto the A bomb site. Maybe a flash over or something. But nope. That flash does get Sai, though. Catches him smack bang in the middle of the face. And Ribby the meantime. Playing very smartly. Shabby does get the kill onto Ace. Quick kills coming in left, right, and center. A-Star finally does fall, but Sai still on the op. And look at the HP on Hell and Antidote. They're so low, and the other two players are actually in the pink of health if you consider their HP. They have a collective HP pool right now, D2D of 32. And Sai still on the op, still on the prowl, spots out Antidote's gun, and that's all she wrote. Hell in the meantime, living life on the edge, and does get pushed over that edge by Excali with a sweet little tap in the face with the M4A1. 12 rounds on the board, and yet another eco coming out from D2D. This is getting dire, ladies and gentlemen. And look at the frags. They're so evenly distributed on Entity Esports. Everyone's pitched in this game. Everyone's pulled their weight. No one's being carried. And that is the kind of teamwork you want to see from a team that claims to be, that is trying to stake the claim for the best in the country. And I love seeing this, to be very honest. Armor pistol buy, as always, the objective is going to be trying and get the bomb plant down as quick as possible. Maybe they're going to smoke off site and just rush out and try and get a plant off into the smoke. They do have 3 smokes to work with, so again, I'm not a big fan of this A hit because they're doing it against a CT site that is completely bought up to the eyeballs with utility. They can just, as I said last round, they just got, oh wow, okay. Ribby just getting overrun there. I just outspoke my station, as they say. Sorry, not Ribby, A-Star. Ribby spraying through smoke does do a lot of damage, but bomb does go down, and Blackhawk playing by the edge of the smoke can be a bit of trouble. Ribby needs to be careful, and so does Ace. But oh, Ace spotting out one player. Can he get more? Gets 2 and gets 3. Excali and Ace just ending this round. Kappa has managed to recover an AK-47 in the meantime. Can he do any more economic damage with it is the question, and the answer is a resounding no. And yeah, because of that bomb plant and the full max loss bonus, that is the blue shell effect, D2D finally able to go into a round with all the nades and the big green out onto Shabby, and he's gonna go take the stairs pick, I think. Ribby needs to be careful. I don't think they're gonna offer up anyone for Shabby to find. That does remain to be seen. Ribby is completely oblivious to the fact that there might be someone in Palace with an op, and Hellranger falling to A-Star there. Not the start that they would have wanted. I think it comes down to Shabby to maybe equalize the numbers. But in the meantime, Sai without any smokes out in middle. But Kappa, what a shot onto Sai. Wow. Antidote sneaks up on A-Star. I thought he might have gone for the cheeky little knife there, but decapitates him instantly. Down to a 3v4. Man advantage for the first time in a very long time with D2D. But don't take anything away from the Entity folks. There's still Excali, Sai and Ace left alive, and Ribby chancing a glance over at Palace and taking a ton of damage in return. This is not what the doctor ordered. An Antidote on the lurk. Excali needs to be aware of it. Once the A hit does come in, it's going to be Antidote who's going to come bursting out. But okay, then this is going to be interesting. Who will come out on top? Excali or Antidote? The answer? Antidote. 2v4. And now they just need to play the trade game, and that's all. Ribby is left internally hemorrhaging at 18 HP. There's no need to go for these fights. Ribby getting completely blinded, mistiming that flashbang. Yet another flash to come in from Antidote. Antidote just not peeking with the flashes, and Ribby, wow. That is experience, folks, and he's going to go for the retake. YOLO. I mean, what's there to lose, right? They have the money. He does have a Molotov and a flashbang to work with, so he's going to just go for it. Also a kit. Blackhawk avoiding the flames. He's playing this right on the edge of the flames. And he's going to peek out and, oh, spots out Shabby's scalp there. Shabby needs to be careful. Might just get an inadvertent haircut. Ribby making his way onto the bomb site. Playing just around the box perfectly, but Shabby is the one who gives Ribby a brand new haircut. And 8 rounds on the board for D2D. But they do lose 3 rifles, though. That means their economy going forward is going to be completely shambolic. And they run the risk of getting reset On the flip side, Ribby might want to opt into a UMP buy while the rest of his team goes for a full buy. Nope, he's going to get dropped off for Mas, I think. Yeah, he's going to get dropped off for Mas, and Sai is going to go on the op. They've opted out of the utility this round, the CTs. Not very wise in my opinion, but still, let's see how this round plays out. Ace. Oh, look at that. Sai opening things up with the kill on to Kappa. And now Ribby, will he push this smoke is the question. Hell taking a ton of damage as well from Sniper Nest. And Hell again needs to... Oh no, Hell took damage here from Ace. They need to be careful. They're falling back again, favoring this A hit. They tried this time and time against the Brutality D2D as well, to little or no success actually. And Ace there finding the kill onto Shabby, and Ace not done yet. He's gonna find the head of Hellranger as well. Ace just went off this round, and now D2D's worst fears might just be coming to fruit because they are on the precipice of a hard reset. And Blackhawk peeks around the corner. And why are they doing this, D2D? Why are there no trades? Why are you just walking out one by one like lambs to the slaughter? And Ace trying to channel his inner Ezio Auditore da Firenze. Goes in for the jumping shot, lands the headshot. Antidote is just a little kiss on the cheek away from the warm embrace of death. And it's going to be Ribby who's going to be applying the final, nailing the final. Hammering the final nail in Antidote's coffin. And that's D2D. Their economy is reset. It's completely gone. 14 rounds to 8. 2 Entity Esports, and it should just be 15 to 8 at this point. Come next round, unless D2D do another fast play and pull one over on Entity Esports. I hate getting tongue-tied, and that's primarily because I'm really, really thirsty. This game hasn't given me any time to grab a drink of water. It's been that high octane, ladies and gentlemen. And no top kick. ESL doesn't have my nudes. In the meantime, A-Star getting a 2 quick double kill. And no, baby, a triple. Over by mid, and he's hungry. He's hungry for those frags. He's gonna go on the hunt and might just find Kappa. No, he doesn't. Kappa glocks him down, but does get traded down immediately. And now Antidote all alone. Sai there to oblige him and send him packing to the boatman. 15 to 8. And this should be GG, folks. Like, again, yet another cobbled together by coming out from Dare to Dream. Entity with everything they want. A double ops. X-Cali with the M4 he's going to pick up very soon. A-Star with the AK-47. This is just, it's like, it's David versus Goliath right now. And it's not going to play out like it did in the Greek Legends. And it looks like it's going to be a fast play over the B-bomb side. A-Star with that nade can do tremendous damage. Nade's going to sail out, land on Hellranger's lap, but somehow it does little but tickle him. Oh, A-Star, somebody whack him already, please. Headshot through the smoke onto Hellranger. That should leave him fuming. In the meantime, Ace has heard this play up. Connector does get taken down by Shabby, but Sai in the meantime does find Antidote. Sai, Ribby with the op, and Sai yet again just going to work with the big green gun. He's going to push, no cares given, and he's going to go down as well. But Ribby with the op. Oh, but A-Star still left alive. How can you count this man out in Blackhawk in a 1v3 situation? Oh, and failing that flick onto Blackhawk. That's all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. Entity Esports coming out on top. A very convincing victory at the end. 16 rounds to 8. And D2D really need to reevaluate their T side, at least, on Mirage. That's been all from me, guys. It is Fett from So Strong. And hopefully you guys like my casting. If you did, do follow me on Twitter at Cheeseman, or head on over to Facebook. I do have a page there. Anyway, do check out So Strong 128 Tick servers and all that good stuff for Counter-Strike Global Offensive. That's been all for me. Same time, same place again tomorrow, guys. 8 p.m. sharp for more Counter-Strike goodness. Until then, fare thee well.
Well, it just so turns out that this day is the day of major upheavals. While we were streaming this match to you between Dare to Dream versus Entity Esports, there was another match happening off stream, which I had mentioned earlier in the day between Team Wolf and Team Brutality, which has in turn favored Team Wolf. Yes, people, 16-7 the final scoreline in favor of Team Wolf. They have toppled over any chances of Team Brutality winning against them in this match. And while we are here in the ESL India Premiership 2017, the final match which was getting streamed live to you between Dare to Dream and Entity Esports, it seems like as if Sai and Gang has taken home the glory and the win, toppling over Bhavin's team left, right, center, wherever they could get the opportunity. Also, I would like to take this opportunity to also thank Archie Fett for taking us through the game as and when the action transpired. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this also brings us to the end of today's live stream here at the ESL India Premiership 2017. We will be back again tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. IST. Don't forget that our Facebook page, ESL India, and the YouTube gaming channel of ESL India is where you can catch these live streams. Also, in case if you guys are interested, you can register during the phase 2 because the registration is right now open. The link should be on the screen. Follow the link, sign up for the game you want to participate in, and voila, you're a part of the ESL India Premiership. So I will take your leave today. We will come back again tomorrow with more Clash Royale, more Dota, and more Counter-Strike action only for you guys. But till then, ciao.